Watching the fantasy football show. This is the Saturday night edition, the Start Bench show, the Saturday night late night show, if you will. And we're ready to go. I've got news, the news ticker above. Mike Williams, very questionable to play. We got Kareem Hunt starting week number 6. We got Chubb Hubbard starting week number 6. We got Christian McCaffrey out for 3 additional games. Zack Ertz is in the building. What's going on? Tacky, what's going on, everybody? Let's hit the intro and get to the show. And, of course, when are we going to have the intro back? When will the intro return to the show? Anybody? Bueller? Bueller? Can we get an intro, please? Can somebody find the intro? I think we got it.
This is the Fantasy Football Show with your host, Smitty.
Top 5 running back. You're watching the Fantasy Football Show. I'm Smitty. Take a lap.
What is going on, everybody? My name is Smitty from the Fantasy Football Show. You are watching the Saturday night live Start Bench show where I help you decide what moves you need to make walking into your Sunday morning games. We'll be doing Q&A, super chats, always supersede everything else on the channel, but we will get to as many questions as we can here in the chat and also jump into the Instagram voice messages. So if you want to get a jump on that, drop an IG voice message right now, a voicemail, and I will try and get to all of those as we go later in the show. Mike Williams, very questionable to play. Let me drop the names on screen that we're going to talk about at the moment. So this one's going to be Mike Williams. Mike Williams, very questionable for this game, which is a shame. Zinski, thanks for the super chat, pal. Mike Williams is looking like there's a hopeful tone going on in LA that this guy might be able to play week 6. Whenever you hear hopeful, that usually is not good. It usually means something's wrong. Even if they do play, it means they could be limited. But I don't know that we're there yet. We gotta probably, this is a game time thing. You know, like I don't want to say put him on your bench. He can play and blow up. I'm going to say as of right now, maybe you plug in a safer option, but be ready to swap him back out. I guess that would be my advice. But Mike Williams, very, very questionable to play. Next up, Jerry Jeudy. Jerry Jeudy has been activated or designated to return from the PUP. What does that mean for this week? Probably nothing. I mean, he's got, I think, 21 days or something to be, or he'll be activated within 21 days. So Jerry Jeudy, it means you can pick him up though. So the reason I'm bringing him up, I know Smitty, he's not going to play this week. I would definitely pick him up, put him on your bench. It's very easy to be, how should we say, hard on these guys when they disappoint us. And Jerry Jeudy, you know, being out for as long as he's been out, it's easy to be like, what's he going to do when he comes back? But it's also very, very, I think it's a big mistake to oftentimes not expect a guy like Jerry Jeudy to come out firing, and just because he's been out a significant amount of time. Like, he is a talent. He was one of my biggest, you know, middle round, not early round, to be more middle round, medium round breakout wide receivers, and nothing's changed, man. He's a talent. He's a huge talent. Now, the situation isn't the most ideal in the whole wide world, the quarterback position, the offense, but Jerry Jeudy could be a saving grace for people down the stretch if he's available on waivers in your league. And then, you know, obviously CMC, let's get to that. CMC out for the next 3 games, which is a huge blow to fantasy football worlds. Now, if you own Chubb Hubbard, you're excited. You're not excited for injury, of course, but you're excited that your boy Chubb gets to get the run for another 3 weeks and show people what he's made of. And Chuba Hubbard may not be Christian McCaffrey. This is not Tony Pollard or Madison or A.J. Dillon necessarily, because all three of those guys are sleeping giants just like Chuba Hubbard's been. But Chuba Hubbard's just a little bit of a step down from them. Not much. Not much. He's still potential top 10, top 8 to 12, something along those lines. Chuba Hubbard has an enormous amount of top 8 to 12 running back upside. An enormous amount. So don't be, I got the super chats piling up, don't worry. Don't be, Slayer, if you've got a question, ask it. You put a super chat, but you didn't ask your question, so I'll look for it. This may have been your super chat right here. So I'll put that right there. Slayer, if it's not, let me know. Now, what do we do with Christian McCaffrey? We're going to go over that after I handle all these super chats. We're going to go over how do you trade for Christian McCaffrey? How do you trade away Christian McCaffrey? So we're going to tackle all sides of this angle. Is Chuba a must start from Silver Rapture? Absolutely, man. I mean, every scenario is different. Some people have like 4 amazing running backs. Some people have no running backs. So it does depend. I mean, maybe you can't start Chuba Hubbard. Maybe you literally have, a guy like, I don't know, you're between Darrell Henderson and Chuba Hubbard. Like, that could be possible. And so for that, we'll have to go to the vote. And everybody can vote on what we should do in those situations. So I love going to the group think for some of these answers, because collectively, I think we're better than even one person pointing the finger at myself. Collectively, I think we're better together. And so when I'm in a bind, when I'm looking at a question, I got a super chat at my feet and I don't know what to do, I like to turn to my people, because I feel like I can trust us as a group more than I can trust anybody, any one individual, because I believe there's power in numbers, especially when you're talking about the people we have right here watching this live stream right now and the people about to file in. 76 of you, I might add. Hit the thumbs up if you've just joined us. Terry, how many thumbs up do we have? I would love to have this number match the whole show. Like, if I bring value to you at all, if you like the show at all, just punch the thumbs up for me, because it helps so much if you do. So Christian McCaffrey, we'll go over that in a minute. Nick Chubb will be out this game. Let me put Chubb on screen. I'm going to try and keep more organized and get a flow going with my shows, so everything makes a lot of sense as we go. I normally will just rant and rave. I'm going to try and put the names up as we're talking about it, so you guys know exactly what we're talking about when you're watching a replay. So it brings it all together. I like the cleanness of it. But Nick Chubb, Mom Spaghetti, Doug says. Mom Spaghetti. Nick Chubb, who knows how long he's going to be out. It could be just the 1 week. But if he rushes back, will he pull a Christian McCaffrey? If he rushes back, will he injure something else? Will he compensate, which is what I worry about with Barkley, because Barkley's got this swollen ankle. Where's my... No, this isn't a Halloween foot. This is a medical tendon riddled foot. And Barkley, on the outside of his ankle, looks like he's got a golf ball. It looked like this on the side of his ankle. And there's a lot of blood rushing to that point in the foot. Now, it doesn't sound like we have a fracture, which is the big concern. If there was a fracture, we'd be looking at 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks. No fracture. He has the potential with a low grade, very, very moderate or light sprain, not even moderate. He could be back in a week. But that swelling, to me, in all my years, I'm not a doctor, but I'm the closest thing to a non-doctor in the fantasy football world than you're ever going to find, because I got 19 professional years. No, I didn't just play for 19 years in my grandpa and grandma's fantasy football league. 19 professional years, okay? I played for 30 or whatever. I've seen it all. And when you have swelling to that degree, it looked like a golf ball sitting on Barkley's ankle. You come back, like, I'm not saying 100% chance he doesn't try to play and that the team allows him to play, dumber things have happened. But if you try and play with swelling that was the size of a golf ball, I'm telling you, it's going to end badly. And Barkley's going to get re-injured. He's going to compensate as he's trying to work through an ankle injury that he couldn't possibly be 100 from coming out of that game in 1 week. It's going to take more than 1 week, and if he rushes it, the man is going to get hurt yet again. So I'm of the thinking that he waits a couple more weeks or he's going to be in some trouble, just like Mccaffery is. So Kareem Hunt, it's Kareem Hunt season as of right now. We don't know how long Kareem Hunt season lasts. It could be 2 or 3 weeks. It could be this 1 week. We do know that Kareem Hunt's delivering some goodness, even with Chubb in there. In a way, doesn't even matter. In a way, it doesn't. Thank you for the super chat. I'm piling them up over here. I'm going to get to them in a second. In a way, it doesn't even matter if Chubb's in there or not. Kareem Hunt's delivering. He's delivering top 7, depending on your scoring, top 6 to 8 running back numbers ahead of Nick Chubb. And last year when Nick Chubb went down for a series of games, Hunt came in and didn't actually do better. I'm not saying that's going to happen. I think you use that kind of logic is the same kind of logic someone used thinking, oh, Madison filled in for Cook last year. You know how many people told me Madison's garbage walking into the season when I said Madison's a league-winning, sleeping giant, non-handcuff, stand-alone running back, just like Chuba Hubbard, just like A.J. Dillon. And why people, I don't mean to go on tangents. I don't know if I can reel myself back. I'm going on like 8 different tangents. I got to get back to Nick Chubb. So I'm going to go down this avenue for a second. I'm going to come back. But why people are dropping Chuba Hubbard? I told everyone, don't drop Madison. Don't drop Chuba Hubbard. What is it with people thinking that just because Mccaffery was on his way back but not declared that he was back? Like, who made the determination that Mccaffery was back? Why are people dropping Chuba Hubbard when Mccaffery wasn't officially playing? I don't understand that. Everybody assumed he's going to, like he said, I'm doing great, then he missed the week. So as far as I'm concerned, even though things looked really good, I'm doing great. He's looking 50-50 to play. Then he was ruled out. Like, to me, I'm thinking, okay, I still feel good that he said he was doing great, but what happened? Did he have a setback? Why anybody dropped Chuba Hubbard's beyond me. And even if Mccaffery had come back this week, nothing has changed from when we said draft Chuba Hubbard, draft A.J. Dillon, draft Madison, draft Pollard. These are super handcuffs. They're different than any other backup running backs in the entire league. Why on earth would you drop these guys? I don't know if anybody thought, okay, since McCaffrey's coming back, the odds of McCaffrey going down again are 0. Chuba Hubbard's only got the one shot. It's already used. I'm dropping him and going. Like, what on earth? I don't get it. Didn't drop Chuba, but I wanted to drop a brick on my head, says Austin. Okay, so Nick Chubb, reel back. Where was I? Kareem Hunt. Oh, last year. Then I got to go back on my other tangent. Last year. Oh, but Schmitty. Whoa. Alexander Madison, Schmitty, he didn't do well when he was called upon. And Dalvin Cook went down. Remember, Schmitty? So, therefore, Alexander Madison's trash. He's a trash can bin, Schmitty. A big trash pail. That's what I heard all off season long. He's garbage. He's trash. Alexander Madison won't get you anything. Why would you draft him? Why would you draft him, Smitty? Don't be a moron, Smitty. That's all I heard out of people when we talked about Alexander Madison. How does he look now? How does he look now? And now that Dalvin Cook's back, I'm getting DMs and messages from people saying, Smitty, do we cut Alexander Madison now? What on earth makes you think anything's different right now versus entering week 1 when Madison wasn't going to start? Dalvin Cook's a mess, man. I like him. If I've got Madison, I'm trying to trade for Dalvin Cook. I like the duo. But, I mean, good Lord. Good Lord. Too broke for a super chat. You know, I got you, pal. Give me a second. I'm going to put this over here nice and tight in the corner, okay? I got you all snug, nice and tight. Remind me, okay? Terry, remind me later that I got that that chat there. Kareem Hunt. Same thing. Smitty, last year when Chubb went down, Kareem Hunt didn't do very good. Why is anybody using a series of games, weird circumstances, totally irrelevant season to try and extrapolate data and predict what someone's going to do? Kareem Hunt will be fine. Kareem Hunt's going to rock out. Nick Chubb, I'm not saying I don't like Nick Chubb, but this is part of why I worried. Now, at the same time, a lot of other players have gone down. A lot of players I didn't worry about are hurt, so we can't really play that game. But Nick Chubb is a worry to me. He's a very aggressive runner. Kareem Hunt's never missed a game, I think, as a Brown. This is a very, very... He's questionable, too, right now, but fully expected to play from everything that we can gather. Last news, and I'm going to the Super Chats. Thank you for waiting patiently, guys. Last bit of news. Chris Carson is out, which means Alex Collins will play at least 3 games. Same situation. CMC, IR. He misses a minimum of 3 games. Chris Carson on IR, minimum of 3 games. That means Alex Collins, welcome to the starting lineup, pal. Here are the keys. Hope you do well, young man. Chuba Hubbard, here are the keys. Hope you do well, young man. Take care of the car while Carson and CMC are gone. Again, we're going to go through trade possibilities for trading away Carson, trading for Carson, which there will be very, very few, if none. I'm not going to get Carson at all, but I have people ask me, what would you give up? So I'm going to give you examples. I'm going to humor you. CMC, I would go buy. Terry, thank you for the super chat. Kevin, thank you for the super chat. Okay, let's get to the super chats. I've got the news ticking up above. I've got Ryan dropping a super. You guys are awesome tonight. Appreciate you. Schmitty, what's up, Landon? Appreciate you. Drop your voicemails. And you know what? That's what you could do right now if you want. Who is this? Live creation. You could go to Instagram and drop a voice message on the Fantasy Football Show account. Just click on DM message, hold down the microphone. I'll put you over here, but that would be helpful. Okay, let's get to the super chats. In no particular order. I'm gonna try and go in the order, but we got them all over the place. So I was offered Diggs and Cordero Patterson for DJ Moore and AJ Brown. Also, I can flip Patterson for Amari Cooper, which I would do. Should I make the trade? And if so, would you flip Patterson for Cooper? So yes, automatically, I'm going to say yes to that. You were offered Diggs and Patterson for DJ Moore and AJ Brown. Take it and take it. You're doing an amazing job. I like both of those moves. I don't even hesitate because you're getting Amari Cooper and Diggs for DJ Moore and AJ Brown. I like that. Because AJ Brown's uncertain right now. Okay? It's a different story if he's not certain to play. He's going to be on a pitch count. We don't really know his health. With Christian McCaffrey doing what Christian McCaffrey's doing, it's tough to count on players that are hurt right now, and it's smart to cash in and go the safe route if you can. And in this situation, you're giving a real nice out. Give me 2. Tony, Claypool, Sanders. I'm going to give you Claypool, and I'm going to say Sanders for right now. He's safer. Okay, he's safer. I get it. You want to go Tony. He's exciting. He also headbutted his coach or trainer and then got in a fist fight at the end of the game. He's an emotional roller coaster. I like what I'm seeing, but Sanders is old reliable. Claypool's got no juju. For me, it's pretty easy. Could it work out 100 different ways? It absolutely could. So trust your gut. Don't let me sway you because it's close enough to argue for sure. Okay? Close enough to argue, no question about it. Rock out. Appreciate that super chat. I'm going to put you right there and go over to Cameron. Cameron says Devontae Adams plus Edmonds or A.J. Brown, Chase, Lat Murray. Give me A.J. Brown, Chase, Lat Murray, I think. Chat, what do you think of this one? I want to go to the group, get some group think on this one. Because, I mean, Adams is the best player in the deal by far. Jamar Chase is so good and he's like top 5 to 7 worthy, you got to ask yourself, even if you put A.J. Brown on the bench this week because you're afraid of the snap count, the pitch count that this guy could be on, you're getting A.J. Brown and Jamar Chase. I think you got to take that move. It is a little bit of a risk to take it, but not that big of a risk, pal. I mean, it's a good move to make, I think, overall. Thank you for the super chats. I got you all stacked up and ready to go. Kevin says trade Barkley +1 for Cook. I have Madison. Trade Barkley +1 for Cook. Depends who the +1 is, but I of course would make this trade. If you've got Madison, even if you don't have Madison, why on earth, depending on who the +1 is, but why on earth would you want Barkley, who you don't know how long he's going to be out, for Dalvin Cook, who's coming back, even if they're both injury risks? No question about it. This could even be a medium-sized player, bro. But I'd love to know who it is. Let me know. Start Collins or Herbert. I'm going to go. This is close. I mean, this is as 50-50 as it gets. Can I get a vote here from the chat? Would you rather have Alex Collins or Khalil Herbert? I'm going to say probably. I mean, Herbert got a bunch of run, bro. Like, we know the carries are there for him. What I'm afraid of is that they don't run the ball a ton. They'll try, but if Seattle gets behind with Geno Smith and they're throwing a lot, the DK's going to eat. I don't know if Lockett will eat full-course meals while Wilson's out. I don't know if Collins will be consistent, but he could. I mean, they're both pretty decent flex plays for sure. I'm going to go Herbert right here because we did see volume. It's not like we don't really for sure know what's going on. We got a Collins. Herbert, since it's a division versus Packers. As someone starting Collins, it's Herbert. There you go. Herbert. R.I.P. Rip the herb, bro, he says. Need to do 200 like challenge tonight. Guys, we can do it. Okay, at the end of the show, if we get to 200 likes, I will do... I'll do 20. I might have to take a break. I'll do 20 pull-ups on my pull-up bar, yelling "Get to the choppa" and do Arnold impersonation. I don't know. Does that sound okay? I'll do an Arnold impersonation, doing pull-ups, and I have to do 20. If I got to take a break, I got to take a break. I probably won't use the megaphone at the end of the show because I don't want Miss Smitty to get all upset. So we'll do that. Should I drop Mitchell for Rashad Bateman? I'd rather have Mitchell right now. I don't know that Bateman's going to win leagues. Mitchell probably won't either, but at least he's got the upside too if like everybody goes down, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's got at least the potential of it. I don't think Bateman's doing much for you. Julio, Odell, Beckham Jr. or Shepard in the second flex. I'm going to probably go with Julio, assuming everything looks good, Thomas, but you have to stay on the news and just make sure, like we talked about. I mean, basically what we know now. So pulling up the news right now, unless anything changes before kickoff. And that's all I'm saying is make sure that Julio isn't like, okay, Julio Jones is going to be on a major snap count. News to us, watch out. Practice in full on Friday. Very likely to play. I'm thinking it's safe right now. I'm going to say Julio Jones. Daryl, appreciate your super chat, young man. 3 wide receivers and a flex. Mahomes, Fields, Lance, Geno at QB. So, wow, that's Mahomes is a safe QB. I don't know about those backups. You don't know who. Fields is probably going to be your backup. If you're doing a 2 QB league, I don't know if this is a super flex. God, Geno or Fields. You got to go Fields. I mean, Geno's okay. Hunt, Henderson, Chuba Hubbard, Michelle, Collins. This one's tough. Okay, so you got 3 wide receivers with a flex. Super flex. Okay, I'm going to go with... Goodness gracious, man. Keenan Allen, Diggs, Deontay. So those are your 3 wide receivers. Trying to break down this question. Hunt. So your top guys, I'm going to rank them this way because I'm a little confused at what you need. I'm going to rank them this way. You need 3 wide receivers. So you got your wide receivers. Allen, Diggs, Deontay Johnson. Locked in. Williams and Michael Carter. I don't know if that, what Williams is. Damian Williams. Okay, Damian Williams. I'm going to rank your running backs in this order. Your flex players in this order. I'm going to say Hunt, Hubbard, then probably Collins in that order. And if I didn't help you, if you're still wondering what to do, ask me another question. Sorry. There was a lot to digest there. I'm pretty sure I got it. Your wide receivers is a 3 wide receiver. You can't go wrong with those top 3 wide receivers. Okay. Man, we got the super chats all over the place. Harris, Najee Harris and Pittsburgh off rest of season. Mark, I don't know what you're asking here. If you're asking what do I think of Najee and Pittsburgh the rest of season, I think that Big Ben's a worry. I think if Haskins gets in there, maybe things get better. Maybe they don't. It's tough to say. I think Najee Harris has a risk of hitting a rookie wall. Rookies that get fed a ton early on oftentimes do hit a rookie wall. So be a little cautious of that. Meaning if you get a huge trade offer that comes your way, someone wants to give you Dalvin Cook and you've got Madison and they're going to give you like an upgrade from your Mike Williams to Diggs or to Jefferson or something. Like I'm taking those types of deals, even though Najee Harris is one of my favorite players this year. There is a chance he hits a rookie wall. So if you have an opportunity, don't hesitate to potentially, entertain it. Slayer. This question's from Slayer. I accidentally dropped Hollywood Brown instead of Callaway. I'm on ESPN if I can get your league manager to fix it. Can I ask you a question, Slayer? Did you really accidentally? Like, how did that happen? Because on ESPN, you got to, click it. Did you click it thinking you were going to maybe do it and then you forgot to switch it off? Or did you literally just, hit the wrong button? That's brutal. Usually commissioners and leagues are pretty cool about this. Who's going to drop Hollywood Brown? If it was a borderline guy, it'd be one thing. I think if I was the commissioner, I would understand and I would literally switch this for you. It depends on the tone you have for your league. We've got a league that I do where if this happens, you're totally on your own. There's no switching it back. It's a cutthroat league, but most leagues I do, everyone would be okay with this. They would understand. It's a pretty obvious move, but when you do this, you gotta let them know right away. You can't even hesitate for a moment, or the next day, or people are like, I think maybe you're second guessing it. But hopefully your league manager switches that for you. Was offered Christian McCaffrey, Chuba Hubbard, Emmanuel Sanders for Henderson and Ridley. CMC, Sanders for Henderson and Ridley. God. I'd rather have Christian McCaffrey because you get Chuba Hubbard. Because you get Chuba Hubbard, that is a pretty darn good deal. I'd probably take it. I probably don't hesitate too much because you're 3-2. Chuba should do okay. And your hope here is that McCaffrey does come back and balls out. Who knows if he will. Everybody's really mad at him right now. People will get over it if he does come back and go on a tear. There's a shot that McCaffrey's the number 2 or 3. I don't know if he'll be number 1 next year. But there's a shot he's still a 2, 3, 4, 5 overall pick next year if he finishes on a tear. But he's got to finish on a tear or no one's going to trust him. And then we're gonna have to debate, is McCaffrey worth the value if he falls way too far in 2022 drafts? What if he goes at number 7? What if he goes at number 7? It's going to be crazy. So Smitty had to either trade or cut a player with Tua back from IR Superflex to QB. Don't freak out. Don't freak out, he says. Don't freak out. LOL. So I traded Cole Beasley, Mike Davis for Cooks. I'm fine with that. Why would I freak out? Mr. Punch, I'm okay with this. Smitty approved, pal. Smitty approves. Smitty approved. I don't mind that at all. Thank you, Mr. Punch, for the super chat. Ryan, Dotson, A.J. Brown. I don't know. Let's pull up the A.J. Brown news and let's talk about him. I don't know what to make of this situation right now. I don't know how I feel about A.J. Brown moving forward. Titans won't give him a full workload until week 10 is what he's referring to, and it's a curious one. Like, why would you start AJ Brown at all if you're already knowing he's going to be minimized until week 10? His workload and snap share is going to be minimized until week 10. It's tough. Do I trade for AJ Brown in the right scenario? Do I worry about AJ Brown if I already own him? Absolutely, I do. Would I try and trade him away if I could? Absolutely, I would. I'd take AJ Brown and I'd package him with a Darrell Henderson and try and get an Aaron Jones and a wide receiver. I would take AJ Brown and package him to get a Kamara if I'm giving away a running back. Would I trade Mixon and AJ Brown for Kamara and Emmanuel Sanders? Probably. I would take Kamara in that situation. AJ Brown's a worry. But it doesn't mean he's not a buy low, because people that own him are going to be freaking out and giving him away. So there's two roads to this AJ Brown situation. There's two streets, two avenues to be on. Two sides to the coin. You see the Cousins Zimmer celebration last week. Most awkward thing you've ever seen. Ryan, I didn't quite catch all of it, or I may have had a glimpse of what you're talking about. I'll try and look it up and rewatch it, but I appreciate your super chat, Ryan. I'm always looking for those funny things to reflect on and make my week, because there's so much crap that we deal with. These injuries are madness. For one injury, Mccaffery, which is going to sting because I play in 20-something leagues, so I'm going to get stung by it. I've got a handful more leagues than the ones I have McCaffrey in. I have Chubb Hubbard in probably 85% of my 20 leagues. I have Christian McCaffrey in about three or four, maybe three leagues. So it stings for him to go down. Those are big leagues that I'm feeling great about. And Chuba Hubbard's not McCaffrey. Like, he's great. If you drafted him standalone, it's great. You're getting a top 10 running back. But Christian McCaffrey's the number one overall player. And I know everybody's going to be quick to be like, no, he's not anymore. He sucks. I can't stand him. But when he's on the field, he's the number one overall player in fantasy football. And if McCaffrey returns, he will be again. Whether he goes out again 2 weeks later, we don't know. But he is the number one overall running back in fantasy football. The number overall scoring player in fantasy football when he's on the field. I want to see Miss Smitty. Mark, she ain't coming in. But we're going to do a pick'em thing with Miss Smitty, I think, in the next week or two, where she's going to go through all of her picks, and we'll have her give us her winners, because she's pretty good at it. Like, she can clobber a lot of people in pick'em challenges, man. She's pretty good. Johnny, thanks, bro. Should I keep Mitchell on the bench or grab Madison, who just became a free agent? Grab Madison. Johnny, take a lap for asking, then take a victory lap. Take a victory lap after, because this is a win a league move. There's no reason. I just went on a rant on it before, Johnny, and I said, why are people cutting Madison and we're cutting Chuba Hubbard because the starter's coming back? Nothing changes from when I said they're sleeping giant standalone drafted players, and yet people are, now that the starter's back, they feel like they've run their course. No, the whole design of drafting and holding and having these sleeping giants on your roster for when they rise up, just because McCaffrey was said to come back, look what happened. Like, why anybody would drop Madison's beyond me, bro. Like, grab him now, Johnny. Don't miss out on this, pal. Don't miss grabbing him. Baytown, worried about decoys with Cook, Jefferson, and Mike Williams. I have Madison, Renfro, Pittman on the bench. Also, would you flex Knox? I have Waller. All right, Baytown. Jefferson, unless we hear something horrible, I don't know why you'd be worried about that. Cook, if he's going to play, he's going to play, bro. I'm not saying I wouldn't play Madison in the right scenario or something, but Cook is not a guy. And as I see right here, I'm going to look Cook up. I don't see anything that is telling me that Dalvin Cook is going to be on a pitch count. He's removed from the injury report, bro. All expected to be full strength. Justin Jefferson, ankle. Adam Thielen, foot. all expected, including Dalvin Cook, to be at full strength. You're worrying for nothing. You're making something up in your own mind because you're trying to, this is what you're doing, Baytown. You're trying to let yourself down, expectations low so you can, like Iron Man, fly over the bar, bro. I get it. I get what's going on. I know what time it is, Baytown. Hey, I'll wink to you. Yeah, man, be worried. Sunday might be rough. And then your expectations are going to be blown. You're going to have a great Sunday. Do you, bro, do you, but don't worry. Don't worry. You're not. Mike Williams is the worry. As I've got up on the ticker here, Mike Williams is the only worry. Everybody else, don't even hesitate, bro. But Mike Williams, I can't. I would say if Mike Williams had to come out of your bench from what you have right here, Pittman, Madison, or Pittman, Knox, Madison, I might rank them in that order. Renfro I like a little too, but with the chaos going on in Las Vegas, I'm not sure that I'm buying into that yet. Jordan Roberts, appreciate the super chat. What do you think about A.J. Brown, brother? Odds he will disappoint again. Got him starting in my flex. I mean, at your flex spot, unless you have some crazy option I don't know about, I'm starting him too. I'm not putting A.J. Brown on the bench. He did a ton last year with very little target share. Like, his efficiency was through the roof, bro. Like, through the roof. If he can bring that kind of efficiency, and I think he could score a touchdown and 80 yards off, like, 3 catches, you know what I mean? So, I'm not putting him on the bench, but I'm very worried. And I hope this is coach, speak. Oh, he may or may not get the full run. We'll see, until week 10. I don't know. I hope to God he delivers and does well. He's going to be a big bust this year if he can't get it together and get it together fast, because he's on the field. We need production. We can't have this half fantasy football production type of outcome and output for this guy. When he's starting games, like, that's ridiculous. Overcome Ridley and Gibby for Aaron Jones. That's a tough one, because if Gibby comes back on a tear the rest of the way, 191 in here, hit the thumbs up, 87 likes only, says Terry. Okay, punch the thumbs up. It helps the channel, helps your boy Smitty. It takes 1 second for you, and if I'm giving you value at all, I just ask you to hit that thumbs up right now. It helps the channel so much I can't describe it. I'm gonna say no on this one, because Ridley and Gibby is a lot. Like, if you had another player on the other side, I could better evaluate this and balance it out. But that's a tough one to sell me on, because I'd almost rather bank on Gibby and be wrong than to just, like, have, you're losing an entire player in Ridley. That's a big piece, a big component to rip from your lineup. So bring me an option of a guy you'd have, or tell me how it improves your lineup or something. That's just too much. Gibby's worth gambling on a little bit, pal. Tony, flex Tony, Patrick, Schultz, pick one. I'm going to go with Schultz. I know it's weird. He's a tight end, but rest of your lineup is Stafford, Zeke, Eckler, Chase, Williams. Make sure he's good to go. Knox. I mean, I feel like Schultz is a real safe play for this lineup too. You have Hubbard and Booker on the wait. Rangers, did you just slip I've got Hubbard on the bench? Do I put in Schultz or Tony or Patrick, and you have Hubbard on the bench? Is this a weird flex spot where you can't start a running back or something? Because, I mean, tell me now, pal, why we're not talking about Hubbard in this spot. It must be like a wide receiver tight end flex spot or something, bro. Because if you can put Hubbard in, what's going on here? You've been sleeping under a rock for the last 24 hours. What's going on, Rangers? Let me know what's going on, pal. I'm going to look for you. I'm going to put you in the corner here so we can settle this once and for all. Mark Hall. This is for the live. This is for live creation. Okay. Thank you. Oh, for this one. Look at that. Look at that. What a nice dude. Thank you. Thank you, Mark. Hey, live creation. You could say thanks to Mark. He's the man. super chat from Mark to Live Creation. And you need 4. And 4 need a win. Javonte Williams or... Oh, you're just saying for the win. Javonte Williams or Chase Edmonds at the flex. Anyone answer, please. Let's everybody help out Live Creation, okay? So drop your pick between these two. Javonte Williams or Chase Edmonds. Chase Edmonds is banged up. Connor is still going to get run. That makes me want to lean Javonte, but then again, Javonte's still splitting work with Melvin. Melvin's kind of banged up. I don't know, man. I want to say like Javonte's the call, but it's tough. I'm going to say Javonte, but I'm going to say trust your gut, Live Creation, because it's really close, man. Until Javonte gets unleashed, it is close. It is close. But I do love Javonte Williams still. Nothing has changed for me in terms of his talent and what I think he could do once he gets unlocked and unleashed. And I just don't want to, when the option is Edmonds, like if it was Henderson, I could understand. Like you put Henderson in, you know, and you're gonna be upset the game that Javonte goes off because you didn't have him in your lineup. But when the alternative is Edmonds, I don't want to have Javonte on the bench the week he breaks out because of Edmonds, you know what I mean? Or Mike Davis or something like that. So I'm going to say Javonte, bro. It's a little bit of a risk, but it's worth taking, I think. Pick 2 to stash. Maddie, I believe you're talking about Madison. Javonte and A.J. Dillon. Bro, you really going to make me pick between... You're not cutting Javonte. You're going to make me pick between cutting Madison and A.J. Brown? Johnny, I don't know how to answer this question, bro. Like, you're asking me to tell you to drop somebody that on a coin flip, Madison or A.J. Dillon could win a league for you. I can't do it. I can't. Like, give me something else. I'm going to put you in the corner here. Give me, and Rangers, did Rangers answer? Give me something else, man, to work with. You know, can you cut somebody else? Can you cut a backup kicker? Can you cut something? And did Rangers ever get back to me? Did Rangers ever say anything? Because I wanted to know if Rangers could definitely... What's the avatar look like here? You got a hat on. I'm looking for you, Ranger. I'm looking for you. I don't see it. You need to answer my question here, pal, because I need to help you. I appreciate your super chat. I want to help you bad. I need to know if you can put Hubbard in your lineup. In fact, I'll just answer the question, but I want to know. I'm interested. If you can put Chuba Hubbard in your lineup, you start Chuba Hubbard at your flex, pal. If that's a wide receiver, tight end flex, or some weird flex, I go Schultz. But that's all I got to say about that, pal. The chat says drop Dylan. We're at 100 likes. Thank you, Terry. Let's get to 200. We got 198 in here. Drop Dylan. Everyone's saying drop Dylan, man. I guess drop Dylan, but I don't like it at all. I'm not condoning it. I just can't. Michael with another baller super chat. Thank you, Michael. Thank you, Jordan. You guys are always so generous and awesome in here. Michael's the guy that first of all, he's one of the OGs. He's on my text line, heysmitty.com. Michael has this unique team. Michael, I don't know if people laughed at you in the draft. I'm going to assume that you got a couple chuckles. We drafted this, and Michael drafted. I was on the phone with him. We ordered a draft call. We were talking about it. And I have a feeling people were like, this guy didn't draft any running backs. He didn't draft any running backs. Michael drafted Fournette, and he convinced me. Like, Fournette's going to be my running back too, Smitty. You watch. And I'll admit, I'm down on Fournette. I've he's disappointed me in the past. He disappointed everybody, on his way out of Jacksonville. He was in January a top 15 overall pick and literally got released and fell from grace. And Michael, we stacked his team. His team was stacked to the rafters except for a running back. And his team's phenomenal right now. We're just texting about this, but should I trade Fournette and Cooper for CMC? Record 3-2, and the rest of my team is, this is his team: Josh Allen, Jonathan Taylor, Lat Murray, Madison. So, obviously thin at running back, but he's got Tyreek Hill, McLaurin, AB, Ayuk, Judy, Pitts, Knox. His team's phenomenal, and this team was so fun to help him draft because it was unique. It didn't have a running back too. So, does anybody think that they would take CMC for Fournette and Cooper, or would you rather keep Cooper? So everybody drop your comments here. I'm torn on it because, I mean, and you don't have Chuba Hubbard, right, Michael? I would like to know what you guys think if you could drop your opinions here. Do you think this team with Josh Allen, JT, Amari Cooper, Tyreek Hill, McLaurin, AB, do you think this team should give up Amari Cooper and Fournette for Christian McCaffrey? Double A says take McCaffrey quickly. Fournette locked in running back 1 on Tampa now, says Cliff. I'd take CMC quickly. Oh, I already read that one. I'd probably do that, says Lang. Cooper and Fournette. He has enough wide receivers. Get CMC. You don't have Chuba Hubbard. I think I take it, man. The problem is your running back 2 in the meantime is, I doubt it, but is McKissick there? He gets dropped all the time. He'd be a good. He's 3-2. He's not down. He's 3-2. 3-2. You could probably survive it, but this is tough. CMC says Mark. Fournette emerging as a running back 1. Keep him. Cooper gonna be balling closer to playoff time. CMC turning into Julio. This is a mixed bag, Michael. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm just reading the comments. I'm getting more confused in my own head. Fournette will finish top 12 easy, says end to end. Man, this is a tough one, Michael. I think everyone's torn. I'm gonna say, Michael, list all the free agent running backs available. The top 10. Let's come back to this one. I'm gonna leave this up in the corner here, Michael. Appreciate your super chat and your support. Zack Ertz, rest of season from Jordan. I like him, bro, but I think we got to curb expectations a little bit. But I think that we're talking about a guy that could be 6 to 10. Pass catchers in general, mostly wide receivers, but tight ends too, struggle from time to time to acclimate to new situations. But this is a veteran, a guy that's experienced, and Kyler Murray's a unique quarterback that rolls outside of the pocket. Weird plays develop with this team, and Ertz could learn things pretty quickly, I think, and Ertz could have a pretty decent run here. But I think curbing expectations is smart because we just don't know, So I'm going to say 6 to 10, give him a wide range, and probably more like the 10, 9, 8, 7, work his way down as he gets acclimated. So I expect to have that kind of, climb up into the 6 to 7 range from the 10 spot for all tight ends. If you're just entering, please hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel a lot. That's all I ask is if you're getting any value from this content at all, just punch the thumbs up. It helps me more than you know. And everybody just I'll let someone else do it, but if you guys all do it collectively, it helps me deliver more content to you because, think about it. Why would I not go live more as my channel is growing? Why would I not let go of certain things in the peripheral and on the side because the channel is growing? It's bigger, better, stronger as the channel grows. We're almost at 9K. I think we might get to 9K by the next weekend. Maybe by midweek we might be at 9K. Hubbard or Swift at flex, DK or Pittman? Come on, man. You really considering putting DK Amir on the bench? Swift and Hubbard's a close one. That's a close one. I'm probably going to lean Swift, but I do like Chuba Hubbard a lot. This is a tough one for me. You could even go the 2 running backs if you wanted, but I think DK and Swift for me. You have a good trade power, good trade components right now, Amir. Consider making a trade, pal. I would definitely consider making a trade if I'm you, because you got some weapons there. Great episode. They're all good. Thank you, E111. Appreciate your support. You're always a big supporter. I notice you. I see you commenting all the time. Let me see here. Live show. All right, where were we? Super chat for Mr. Punch. Let me get to Ryan's question here. Ryan says, oh, I saw that. I got to this one already. I'll look that up, pal. I appreciate that. Ranger. Did Ranger ever get back to us? Gonna be bench CMC for what, 3 to 4 weeks now? 3 weeks. We don't know. There's no 3 or 4. It's just 3 right now. Johnny. Appreciate you, Johnny. Ranger, did you answer my question, bro? You probably did. If you could answer it again, can you put Hubbard in your flex? I don't know if this is to that question. You said nope. It'd be weird if you couldn't put him in your flex spot, though. Then it's like a weird flex spot. It's like a wide receiver, tight end flex spot. Pick one. Collins, Rondell, A-Rob. Don't judge. Hey, look. Rondell's a pretty crafty start, pal. Collins isn't half bad either. I would say Collins is probably your safest play. A-Rob's your highest risk, highest reward. And thank you for the super chat. And did we get a response from Michael on the top running backs available? Michael, I don't know if you posted. If you could post it again. Oh, the last super chat was your response. Okay. Let me find it. Yeah, I can put Hubbard in and will. Just wasn't sure how much we could trust him. Okay. First of all, Ranger, take a lap. Now take a victory lap for having such a large brain that you have Chuba Hubbard as your flex this week, pal. Let's get a round of applause for Ranger, who's got Chuba Hubbard as flex this week. Amazing. Amazing stuff, pal. Michael. Look at Michael. Michael keeps the lights on here. Texted you a screenshot of the running backs available. A lineup of Allen, Christian McCaffrey, JT Hill, McLaurin, Pitts, AB would be close to unbeatable. I agree. I'm not gonna beat around the bush on that one. Okay, so top running backs available. This is interesting. You want to hear my thoughts here? Available on waivers is Bolden. Is Stevenson available, Michael? Because if Stevenson's available, I would take Bolden and Stevenson. I would maybe start Stevenson this week. You could always start Bolden to be safe. He'd get you like 6 points or something. But I'm feeling like Stevenson. I've said this from the beginning. I said this before week 1. I firmly believe Stevenson is going to start multiple games in 2021. And he looked like a beast in the preseason. He fumbled the football, got in the doghouse early. Bill Belichick wasn't having it. Ripped it from his kung fu grip. Said, "You're not playing. You're not the guy right now." And I think he's going to earn his way back. And I would pick up Bolden and Stevenson and have a really crafty running back duo. That's what I'd do, Michael. That's what I'd do. And Michael, if you want to talk further on it, I can even call you up if you want to be on the show. Just let me know. I'll bring you up. I'll bring you up on speakerphone, pal. I think I'm caught up on dragging the super chats on the screen. Mr. Punch trying to trade either. Okay, I think I got him. Mr. Punch is trying to trade either DK or Lamb with Hines for Justin Jefferson. DK or Lamb with Hines for Jefferson. Love it. Hear you out. I don't need to hear you out, pal. That's a home run. It's a home run either way. I love Jefferson. I like Jefferson more than I like Lamb. You don't have to sell me on that just because I like CeeDee Lamb, pal. But I would definitely trade. I'd definitely trade either one with Hines for Justin Jefferson. No convincing needed. he has Thielen, Conklin starting with Jefferson, and Dak is his QB, so why not Lamb? Yeah, I'm okay with it, pal. You missed my super chat. Okay, Jose. I'm going for it, pal. I'm looking for it, Jose. Jose. Where is your super chat, buddy? Overcome. Did I get that Ridley Gibby? Yeah, I got that one. Jose, I'm looking. Damn, Jose, I missed it way up there. Ryan. Mark, thank you, Mark. Rangers, you guys are awesome. Thomas, appreciate you. Jose! Found it. If I missed anybody else, please let me know. Super chat from Jose, thank you. I'm starting Bateman over Odell at the flex. Convince me not to. What's Bateman? Man, what's Bateman's projection or what? I don't know, man. He's activated from injured reserve. He's expected to play. Watkins is ruled out. There should be available routes for Bateman in his debut. But I don't know, bro. I mean, his debut? A lot of mouths to feed there. I mean, I'm not saying that wide receivers aren't being created and delivering in that situation. Like, you know, Lamar's delivering, but Jarvis Landry won't play week 6 against the Cardinals. So that decides it for me, Jose. Odell Beckham Jr., pal. That's how I feel about that. I mean, that might even make me it might even sway me a little bit on some of the Odell things that I've said already. You know, I definitely would go Odell in your situation. I don't know if I got Todd's. I'm going to drag that over in case I missed it. Landon, I don't know if I got Landon's. Frank says, pick 2 Bateman, A-Rob, Marvin, Waddle, Tony. Give me Tony and A-Rob if you like a little bit of a dice roll. Waddle and A-Rob if you want to go a little safer. But I don't think I sit A-Rob. I know it's 5 weeks, but it's only 5 weeks at the same time. Super chat, Wilson, Najee, Zeke, McLaurin, Godwin, Pitts, Higbee, Flex, Cooks, benches, Javonte, Pollard, Rondell Moore. I'm 3-2. Should I make a move? Russell Wilson. So yeah, that's rough. That's rough. Who's your backup quarterback? I don't know if I saw one. Najee, Zeke, love it. McLaurin, Godwin, like it. Pitts, love it. Higbee, good. Brandon Cook, sell him. Benches, Javonte. Hopefully he climbs up. Pollard, you cuff him to Zeke, you're good. Don't mess with that. Javonte, Rondell Moore. The only thing you could maybe do, bro, like, would I buy an Aaron Jones using Najee or Zeke if you can get a Ridley or a Diggs or a Hopkins, even if you're giving Cooks? So my advice to you is try and trade Najee to the Aaron Jones owner or the JT owner if they've got Diggs, Hopkins, or potentially Ridley. And then you can give them, if it's Diggs or Hopkins, I would give up Cooks, to be honest, to get Aaron Jones versus Elliott or Zeke, to get Aaron Jones and Diggs or Aaron Jones and Hopkins. Go looking that route if you can. That's the only move I can see you making. Otherwise, you're taking away talent, and I don't know that it's going to help you. 232 of you in here. Please hit the thumbs up. It helps the channel a ton. Terry, what are we at on the like count? Silver, I better have 1 or 2 voice messages from you, pal, waiting for me. And we need some silver action in this mug. Smitty, full PPR, pick 1, Gaskin, Sutton, or McKissick. Give me Gaskin coming off of last week. Sutton's safer. Sean, Sutton is safer. But give me Gaskin if you want a little dice roll. But if you don't want a dice roll, then, don't. No question to ask, as my squad is obliterated with Barkley, Clyde injuries. So here's 5 for the brand. Send some good luck my way, Smitty. I need it. Please, fantasy football goodness, please send some luck over to Todd and heal Clyde and Barkley fast. I can't help you or take any responsibility for the Barkley, but I will say that I'm sorry for Clyde failing us both thus far. That one's on me. I was a big supporter of Clyde. Lap for me. We all take laps. It's inevitable. Naman. Am I saying that right, Naman? Naman? I don't know. I'm sorry. I'm butchering that. Jamal Williams or Javonte Williams or Tony? If it's Javonte, I'm taking Javonte. We like Javonte this week. PPR. Tony's interesting. If you like dice rolls, I wouldn't be opposed to you going Tony, but I just think I need to see a little more from him. Javonte, I like. If it's Jamal Williams, I'd probably go Tony. I'd probably roll the dice. A-Rod or Heineke, anything can happen, but I'm going with A-Rod, pal. Yeah, like Raymond? Naaman, I like it. All right, Naaman. There you have it, man. A-Rod and Javonte is my pick, but if you wanted to go Tony, it's close enough that I wouldn't be opposed to you doing that, bro. Okay, we're almost done with the super chats here. And you can drop more if you want, guys. You guys like the Halloween decorations? We're doing it live. Any tips? PPR, Dak, Jefferson, Mike Williams, Henry, J-Rob, Schultz, Pittman, benches, Dylan, Mitchell, Lockett, Javonte, IR, Gronk, 2 and 3, need wins. Matty is a free agent. You got to go get Madison. Don't let Madison sit out there at all. Who do you drop? I mean, Mitchell. I dropped Mitchell over Madison. I'm not saying I like the idea of dropping Mitchell, but of what I see right here, assuming there are no other players. I mean, Gronk, but Gronk's on IR, so I don't think you can drop Gronk for Madison. He's on IR. You got to drop, I think, Mitchell. Don't drop Dylan. Don't drop Schultz. Don't drop any of those guys. Suggestions for you might range in the area of Mike Williams, trading him away hurt. Your team's good enough with Dak, Jefferson, Mike Williams, Henry, J-Rob, Schultz, Pitt. Yeah, you're good enough to win. You don't have to force a trade. But if you were to trade Henry away for Aaron Jones and big name wide receiver, I like it. If you could trade away Henry for JT and big name wide receiver, I like it. If you could trade away Henry for, there are so few running backs that are below Henry, but high enough to do this move for. Like, who's left? The mid-range running back is gone. Gibson and Hopkins for Henry. I suppose I look at that, but at 2 and 3, you might have to maybe make a move. It's tough to say. Mike Williams, would I trade Mike Williams for Diggs or Hopkins right now? I absolutely would. Maybe you're lucky and the Aaron Jones owner, or you pick up Madison and the Cook owner might trade you Mike Williams for a struggling Hopkins or Diggs, and you get out of that injury situation. Then you don't have to trade Henry or do any moves at all. But don't force it, because, Johnny, you have a really, really good team. Henry can carry you. I would consider trading Henry high. Don't trade him anything but high, though. I'd even ride the wheels until they fell off if I couldn't get the right deal. I'm not saying to doubt Henry as he stands right now. I'm just saying it's a good sell high if you feel like you need to make a move. Rock Out with the 10 spot. Thank you, Rock Out. Hey, Smitty, I'm 4-1. What do you think? What to do with CMC? My team is QB, Josh Allen, Christian McCaffrey, Swift, Javonte Williams, Michael Carter, Stevenson, Madison. Wide receivers are Jefferson, Deontay Johnson, AB, Corey Davis, Kirk Callaway, Bateman. I don't see Chuba Hubbard on here, pal. That's all right. I'm not going to yell at you. But, you're 4-1 without Chuba. It's rough because you don't have that replacement value. But maybe Javonte steps in right in the nick of time. Being your 4-1, I wouldn't sell low on Christian McCaffrey, but I certainly would entertain deals that are like, maybe you can get an Aaron Jones for him, bro. Maybe you could throw in Carter, or maybe you could throw in Corey. Would I give AB? Would I give AB and CMC to get like a Kamara or a Zeke, or I don't know. What do you guys think, chat? Would you give up AB and CMC for like Zeke? Would that be a creative move for an owner that has CMC that wants to get out? Other than that, you're 4-1. I feel like you're going to make the playoffs regardless, right? If you had to guess, Rock Out, would you say that at 4-1, even if you lost half your games until McCaffrey comes back, let's say you win 2, lose 2, or let's say you lose 2, win 1, and he comes back the 4th game. You know? I don't know. That's a tough one, Rock Out. I think your team is good enough. If Javonte rises quick, you're going to be fine. If Madison rises quick, or finds the lineup again, I mean, you're going to be fine. I would try and trade. I don't know if you can trade Madison to the Hubbard owner or get crafty and get Hubbard on your team. I think I'm caught up on Super Chats. Michael says, I traded Christian McCaffrey for Michael Thomas and Henderson. Thoughts? I don't think you crushed that deal. I don't think it's horrible. I think it could work out for you, but I don't think you like I don't think anybody overpaid for Christian McCaffrey in that sense, but it's not horrible. I just don't know that I love it on either side right now. It's kind of like I'm indifferent on that trade. I feel like McCaffrey, if you can't wait, like what else were you going to do? Henderson's a decent buy, but at the same time, he's injury prone. You got McVay. I mean, what happens if McVay rips him from the lineup before McCaffrey comes back? You know, or he gets banged up and Michelle comes. Like, that's my only concern is, are you going to be in no better situation 3 weeks from now, and then all of a sudden McCaffrey comes back, and then now you don't have anybody. So I worry a little bit about it. It's not a horrible move. If Hendy keeps the job and stays healthy, you're probably going to work. It's going to work out pretty well for you. But I would have probably tried to get more or hung out a little longer on it. But I don't blame you, man. If you need wins, you need wins. If Hunt is out, Johnson or Felton waiver wire pickup. Is that David Johnson? If Hunt's out, then I'd probably go Felton because he'd be the starter. David Johnson, we don't know what he's going to get. He's getting receiving work, and that's it. So I don't know. Hey, Smitty, Hall of J game. Thank you, pal. Hey, Smitty, who would you target if you were trading away Chase? I would probably go get. That's a great question. Let's pull up some rankings here that I have, and let me see what if I could pinpoint like a running back. I'd try and give up more to get like a Dalvin Cook or I'd maybe trade Gibson, like for Gibson. I think Chase and Gibson are close. Swift, if you need a running back. Past that, man, I don't even know if I trade Chase for James Robinson. And the running back drop off is crazy. Wide receivers. Obviously, I'd take Diggs and Jefferson, and I think McLaurin and Chase are close, but that's close. Mike Williams is hurt, so I don't think I would trade Chase for Mike Williams, to be honest. DK, I might. Hopkins, I definitely would take Hopkins. Lamb and Chase are very close for me. I know a lot of people have Chase well above them. Would I go after Kelsey? Sure. Would I go after a huge quarterback upgrade and get a wide receiver? Yeah. Would I take AB and Kyler for Jamar Chase? Absolutely. Even if I gave a quarterback up, I would do those kind of moves. Those are the kind of moves that I would make. Those are moves that I think fit my style of trading. And R. Smith and Rockout says flex Kirk or Stevenson full PPR. Unless we hear something really bad about Stevenson, I think I might roll the dice with him, but Kirk's safer. Like, know that. Kirk's safer, but it might be 3 or 4 points. I think Stevenson is either going to get you like 2 points or like 15. What are the odds that Jalen Hurts is benched before week 14? I wish I could answer this question, R. Smith. I wish I could, but the way that Sirianni and the way these Eagles operate from an organizational standpoint, it's head scratching, bro, and no one can predict what they're going to do. They seem to hate Hurts. They seem to not believe in Jalen Hurts. I don't think they want this guy to be their starter. I think they're doing everything they can to sabotage him, whether they're trying to or not. Doesn't matter, they are. They're giving him no confidence. He's still fighting through it. He's got no help. He has tons of drops all the time. It's a mess for him. I think he's very, very good. He's super talented, and he's scoring massive amounts of fantasy points. It kind of feels like Winston a little bit. Like Winston delivers even though he looks bad. Hurts has looked bad, but it's not been all of his fault. And I think it's one of those situations where I like him a lot, and I want to hold out hope, but I don't trust him because of his situation. So I'd say like 60% chance, bro. 65, 70% chance maybe. I think injury concerns me a little bit too because he runs a lot. He's doing a lot by himself. He's putting a lot on his shoulders. He's probably trying to make runs he shouldn't make too, because he's trying to keep his job and he's worried about that. So you're putting him in a bad spot, a vulnerable spot. So there's the risk of injury, probably a little more than there should be on top of it. You know what I'm saying? So I probably say like let's go 65% chance that he's starting in week 14. Only because they're crazy. If it's up to me, if it's up to talent, 100%. I love him. I think he's fantastic. And I don't understand it at all. It doesn't make any sense. It defies logic to not want Hurts to be your guy. Makes no sense whatsoever. Sean, I don't know if I got this one. I think I did. Sutton safe. Gaskin is probably your higher risk, higher reward play. Dylan or Tony or Herbert. Herbert's the safest. Tony's got more upside but more risk. Dylan is maybe not there yet, but I like Dylan a lot. Frank, I think I got this one. I think I said A-Rob and Waddle if you want to go safe. A-Rob and Tony if you want to roll the dice. Landon, I think I got Landon's question. I think I'm caught up. If I missed a super chat, will you guys please let me know? And I'd be glad to hit it up again. Look at Michael. Michael dropping the thunder tonight. Counter with Lat Murray, Cooper, and Knox for CMC. Owner lost Logan Thomas. Let's see if he takes the bait. Michael's got the patience of an elephant. And he does these little tweaks, and then he ends up getting it done. I would not be shocked by the end of this live stream if Michael signaled in that he pulled this off. Let me just make sure. That would be amazing. Cooper, Lat Murray, and Knox. And Knox is crafty, bro. Like, that is a crafty substitution. You know, let's pull this out, put that in. I like it. I like this. Michael, if you pull this off, I'm gonna be if you keep Fournette and still pull this off, bro, your team's unstoppable. Unstoppable. A-Rob, Emmanuel Sanders, or Thielen. Give me Emmanuel Sanders for safety. Toss, Thielen in there. Didn't I read that Thielen was a go? That everything's good for Thielen? Adam Thielen. I think I did. Removed from the injury report. He's fine. So Adam Thielen and Emmanuel Sanders if you're going safe. You want a dice roll? Go Thielen and A-Rob. But safety, maybe A-Rob on the bench till he proves something in that scenario. I do like A-Rob a little more than people do, I think, right now normally. Marvin Jones or Adam Thielen. It's Adam Thielen, as I just said. He's off the injury report, pal. Off the injury report. How many thumbs up we got, Terry? Let's punch it. Joseph with the super chat. Oh yeah, I already got that one. Okay. Dylan or McKissick, give me Dylan for safety. Hey, Smitty traded Aaron Jones and Deontay for CMC and Jefferson. Traded Aaron Jones and Deontay for CMC and Jefferson. You're 5-0. Woody's. So you're either going to win your league or you're going to potentially lose in the championship game or something because you're going to be slightly lesser if McCaffrey's not back in time. So this move will pay off for you if McCaffrey returns to form because you're 5-0 and you can take a couple of L's. So it's all going to rely on McCaffrey getting back and playing. But it's definitely an interesting move, and I think it's a crafty one, man. I'm excited to see if it works out for you. 139 likes, guys. Punch that thumbs up. We got over 200 something people in here. I'd appreciate it if you could just do me that one solid and hit that thumbs up. Felton is a better play than that, says Silver, but I don't know that Hunt's gonna sit. It's possible. Setbacks happen. He is questionable for a reason. He's not 100%, or they're worried about him a little bit. But Kareem Hunt, as of right now, as of this moment, is questionable for week 6. Hunt finally got in a limited practice on Friday, which is trending in the right direction. He didn't practice on Wednesday and Thursday, so getting in limited practices on Friday usually indicates that trending in the right direction. He seems ready to carry the workload in absence of Nick Chubb, who is officially declared out for Friday. Hunt is already flirting with running back 1 value, but now is locked in as a running back 1 against the Cardinals defense, who is a little banged up, and we will see. how that works out for Kareem Hunt and Kareem Hunt owners. I'm excited. Hunt is playing. They are saying, yep, that's exactly what we're hitting at there. Hey, Smitty, should I trade D-Hop for Diggs? I probably would rather have D. Hopkins, pal, but they're very, very close. Johnny with another super chat. Is Mike Williams for Diggs a trade I could make? Yeah, you could probably pull that off, but Mike Williams being hurt, you might have people a little gun shy to make that kind of move. So I don't know that it's something that'll be easy to pull off, but could you pull it off? Sure. You could toss in Mitchell or Madison. I'd rather you toss in Mitchell than Madison. Madison can win leagues, but at the same time, I don't mind throwing that in. Keep in mind, Hopkins has been banged up. There could be some unknown, things going on that are worse than we know, just like the AJ Brown stuff. So, Diggs might be even safer. So maybe I throw in something small. What was it, Mitchell? But I don't know if I throw in Madison. I might just keep Madison and Diggs. Diggs is great, bro. Javonte or Darrell Williams? Darrell Williams is probably a tad safer, but the higher upside, higher risk is Javonte. So you got to kind of pick your poison there, pal. I'm here, guys. Be right back. Okay, Terry. Appreciate you. Should I trade Myers and Pollard for a better wide receiver or just hold Myers? He's my wide receiver 4. Well, I mean, if you're not playing him, who cares? I'm not upgrading bench guys. Like I'm not trading league-winning sleeping giants like Tony Pollard for guys that aren't going to even do anything for my team. Like, I like Myers, but if you're starting your wide receiver 4, that's a whole different ball game. Yeah, I'd look to do it, but what are you upgrading to? Because Myers, he could be pretty good. Are you getting an AB at least? Are you getting a Godwin or an Evans? Like, sure. Would I upgrade Myers to Evans using Pollard? Probably, if I can use that spot. I think I might be okay with that. And Njoku or Ingram, probably Njoku. 0.5 PPR, Chuba or Sutton. I'm going to go Chuba, but you're not crazy to go Sutton, but I'll go Chuba. Need help, Hubbard or Gibson? I think I probably go Gibson, but try and play both. I definitely would try and play both, Justin. Fant or Knox asking because of matchups. I probably would go Knox. I don't think I'm putting Knox on the bench right now. I thought so too. Some guy offered me Woods for that package. I don't know what Cowboy Panda's speaking to, but a lot of you in the chat are helping out with some questions, and I appreciate that. Should I finally drop Allen Robinson? It depends on the player you're adding. So in general, I can't just tell you that. John Choi, what's up, pal? I'm playing Tony over Claypool. Just don't think Steelers need to throw much to beat Seattle. Should I change my mind? Johnny. I'm playing Tony over Claypool. I probably play Claypool. I don't think I try and predict too much between Seattle and Pittsburgh and assume too much about that score or where that game's gonna go. Trust your gut, John Choi. I don't want to take you off course because I'm kind of indifferent on it, so I feel bad even like dropping that comment because I very much am near 50-50. But I just wanted to say that like I don't know that I worry so much about trying to predict that game script. You know what I mean? Because who knows what Big Ben's going to look like? Who knows how that, Geno looked pretty decent. And I think they'll throw a lot. Maybe it's a close game even if both teams are making mistakes. But trust your gut. If you like Tony, a lot of you like Tony this week. Don't let me talk you out of Tony. Don't let me talk you out of it. Claypool and Tony are close enough, pal, that if you're team Tony, roll with it. Cam says Herbert. Thank you for the super chat, Cam. Herbert, Dalvin, Aaron Jones, Devontae Adams, Godwin. You got a team, bro. Is this like a 4-team league? It's like a 3 or 4 owner league, bro. This team is fire. Herbert, Dalvin, Aaron Jones, Devontae, Godwin, AJ Brown, Fant, Javonte Madison, T. Higgins, Odell, Judy on IR. 8-man. Okay, there's 8-man. Man, that's still good for an 8-man team. Nice work. PPR, any tips? You got Madison. I don't know if Dillon's sitting out there on waivers. If he is, you need to grab him immediately. And Corey Davis, I cut, or Galladay. I'm not leaving Corey Dillon. Remember Corey Dillon? I'm not leaving A.J. Dillon out there, pal. I'm just not doing it. If you can secure that up, the only move I would even remotely think about making, like your team's fine, is A.J. Brown and like Odell, or A.J. Brown and, upgrade Fant a little bit or something. But A.J. Brown into a Diggs, a Hopkins, I'd even take Ridley. Trade A.J. Brown for Ridley straight up and take the L this week. Plug in Odell, who's got no Jarvis Landry. Put Odell in this week. Get Ridley for the future weeks. That's the move, Cam. And I think you might get it done because Ridley's on a bye. And his owner's going to be freaking out. He's already missed him for a week. Maybe it can trade CMC for Diggs. 4-1 should be good. I don't know if I'd trade CMC for Diggs. Oh, trade CMC for Diggs. I think I'd rather have Diggs than Christian McCaffrey right now. I don't know if that's what you're saying or if you're flipping it. But yeah, I'd rather have Diggs right now. I think you have McCaffrey on that team, so I think that does make sense. Yeah. I probably would rather have Diggs. I have Murray, Diggs, Jefferson, Taylor, Gibson, Fant, Hunt, Sutton, A-Rob, Mike Davis, Mitchell, A.J. Dillon, Tony. Any trade advice? 10-team, 5-0. You got Murray, Diggs, Jefferson, fire. Taylor, Gibson, Fant, Hunt. Sutton, A-Rob, Mike Davis, Mitchell, A.J. Dillon, Tony. It's a really good team. People like Tony right now. I'm not saying you're going to get much from straight up, but I don't know. Do some package deals. Do like Gibson and try and get... You could maybe get Christian McCaffrey on this team. You could maybe trade like A-Rob and Gibson for like CMC. I'll maybe try and do that. This is the one team that I'm like recommending you go get Christian McCaffrey. Past that, try and upgrade Gibson into Aaron Jones. That's my other recommendation for you, Carlos. Trade Gibson and A-Rob for Aaron Jones. Give away Aaron Jones. I give away A-Rob, Mike Davis. Maybe he owns. Yeah, because you got A.J. Dillon. Do it. Give away Sutton. I give away Hunt and Sutton. Hunt and A-Rob. Go get Aaron Jones, man. Using Gibson or Hunt with some of that talent. That's what I'd do if I was you. That's a fire team. I like it. ET7. I give Cousins, Murray, Carson, Collins, Cooper. Okay. Cousins, Lat Murray, Carson, Collins, Cooper. In a nutshell, the only thing I'm liking there at all is Cooper. You get Kyler Murray, Ridley, punch it. I don't even have to read the rest of it. Monty, you're 3-2. Yes. Go get Kyler. Go get Kyler. Go get Kyler. I honestly, bro, I would take Ridley for all of that. I would take Kyler alone for all of that. And you're getting both? Take a lap twice. One victory lap. Hey, thanks, John Choi. Hey, John, are you a John Choi I might know from Arizona? John Choi. Voicemail is gonna have to wait. We'll see about that, Silver. I'm gonna see if you've left me a voicemail. Carlos super chat. Rock out super chat. Oh, I already got rock outs. Carlos. I have Murray, Diggs, Jefferson. Okay, that was that one. I think I'm all caught up on super chats. I think. Okay, we're gonna go to some voicemail. Voice messages. Let's go to Silver Rapture.
Silver Rapture. Hey man, rest of the season, what do you think? Who has more upside? Amari St. Brown or Rashad Bateman. They don't even know what they're talking about. It's got 30 or 40,000 subscribers. We need to hit the like, hit the sub, get this man up there. Let's try to get this 200 likes so we can see if he can pull these 20 pull-ups or not. Let's see how many tries it takes to get the 20, big dog.
Listen to Silver. Hold on.
Hey, Smitty of Silver Rapture. Hey, man, rest of the season, what do you think? Who has more upside? Amari St. Brown or Rashad Bateman?
I'm going to say St. Brown, but very close. There's a lot of mouths to feed for Bateman to get in there, but we'll see. St. Brown, I like a lot. Guys got a good work ethic, and I think he'll do well. Listen to this.
Hey, listen up, everybody. Everybody needs to hit the like for Smitty here. You got guys out here that don't even know what they're talking about. It's got 30 or 40,000 subscribers. We need to hit the like, hit the sub, get this man up there. Let's try to get this 200 likes so we can see if he can pull these 20 pull-ups or not. Let's see how many tries it takes to get the 20, big dog.
How many tries it takes to get the 20 pull-ups?
Hey, you're the man, bro. Keep up the good work.
Thanks, Silver. We need to have like a check-in with Silver like once a show for sure. I wish I could have Silver in like a booth over here. You know, like behind me, behind this glass. You know, where he's just behind the glass, like just sitting back there, and just have Silver just drop random comments once in a while. Silver, when we get big enough, we're going to do that. We're going to figure it out. Even if it's Zoom, even if it's a TV right here with just Silver sitting there in the corner during the whole show, just, you know, we're going to figure it out, Silver, eventually. Get them likes up. Don't make Silver repeat himself. Get them pull-ups. What are we at? Are we at 200 likes yet? Motion at the front door. Ziggy, show me the front door.
Okay.
Miss Smitty hates Ziggy, by the way. Ziggy off. Ziggy off. I don't blame her for it. He doesn't listen. But Miss Smitty can't stand Ziggy. She told me earlier. She said, "I don't like that. What does she call him? Let me see what she called him. Hold on. She's asleep. She called him Felton or something. It was like Felton. It was like Raymond or something. She's like, I cannot stand Raymond. I'm like, who's Raymond? She's like, your stupid computer. She hates Ziggy. Can't stand him. Dang it, Snotty. You keep killing me in fantasy football listeners league. Am I, bro? The Hooters fantasy football listeners league. I think the one you're talking about, I don't know that I'm killing you because I have McCaffery out, if that's the same league we're talking about. All right. Let's go to the voice messages. What are we at? How many likes are we at? Thank you, Mitchell. Okay.
Thanks to Big Pharma's price hikes.
Whoa. 173 likes. I just liked it. So 173 likes. If we get 30 more at the end of the show, I'll do it at the end so I'm not all out of breath and sweating the whole time. I'll close the show out. I'm going to try and do 20 pull-ups. I don't think I can do it in one sitting. In fact, I know I can't do it in one sitting. So I might have to take a break and then reconvene. But we'll definitely do that. And I'll do you the chopper. Get to the chopper. Arnold Schwarzenegger. Get down, hottie situation. Get down. Do the thing. The guy. You know the thing. You know the thing. Get the guy. Get down. Zach F. Schmitty. What's up? Let's go back to voice messages. Oh, here's some super chats. Jason K. Javonte Williams or Alex Collins. Give me Javonte, but you are not wrong to want safety in Collins. It is probably safer. Like, let's say Thursday night happened and you're already in the lead, or, then you need safety. Then Collins is probably safer. I'm in Cam's 8-man PPR league. Okay, Cam, we had a question earlier from Cam. Kyler, Rogers, Kamara, JT, Gibson, AJ Dillon, McLaurin, Williams, Deontay. Got any advice? Can we get Cam's team up? Can we cook up a trade between you two? How am I going to find Cam? Oh, here's Cam's. Okay, so here's these guys are in the same league. So Cam's league is 8-man league. Here's James. Let's cook up a trade between the two of them. Okay, let's try not to destroy both their teams in one trade. Herbert, Kyler. Advantage. I mean, it's close, but advantage James for right now. Okay. Rogers is a great backup. Kamara, JT, Aaron Jones, Dalvin. If Dalvin's healthy, I'm going to go advantage Cam. A little bit. Gibson versus... Who's your flex? You got Devontae Adams, man. Godwin. Okay, let's go to wide receiver. We'll come back to flex. Devontae Adams and Godwin versus McLaurin and Mike Williams. Advantage Cam. Gibson over his flex. Advantage James. Okay, now can we cook up a trade between you two? You've got Kamara, JT, Gibson, Aaron Jones, Dalvin. Oh, God, I can't even think. If I was advising James, I'd be like, go get, I don't know, go get Devontae Adams from him somehow by giving up McLaurin. No, giving up Deontay. You got Deontay in your bench. Giving up Deontay and Kittle. Try and get him to take Kittle on the low. And then I'd be talking to Cam and go, don't take Kittle, bro. Kittle's an injury risk, bro. Try your best to go get James's, let's see here. Try and get Kamara using Godwin and I can't even come up with a trade for you two guys. You guys are in an 8-man league. You're already doing it. Like, how can you upgrade these two teams? You got Knox on your bench. If I'm you can't even go to Cam for this. I would give up Deontay and Gibson for one better running back. Go try and get an Aaron Jones from a guy like Cam. That's what I'd do. I mean, I don't know. Either one of you guys should be going and getting Christian McCaffrey, though, because you got tons of depth for it. In an 8-man league who could afford it, you can get rid of Deontay and, or McLaurin or whatever to get Christian McCaffrey, Thielen, and Deontay. You could get rid of, I'd get rid of A.J. Brown to get Deontay because you don't know what you're getting out of A.J. Brown. You guys, can't even evaluate those teams. They're just too fire. Take the risk on flexing Mike Williams or Darrell Williams. I'd probably go Mike Williams. If he's playing, you're going Mike Williams. I'm not putting him on the bench. Cam is laughing over that. We're both 1-4. Man, I don't know what the rest of the teams look like in your 8-man league then. Everyone's loaded, but I have Keenan Allen, Jalen Waddle, Marvin Jones, Hunter Renfrow, Bateman, Gallup. Who are these guys would you keep the rest of the season? You have Keenan Allen, obviously Keenan Allen. He's a top 10 wide receiver. I don't care how he's played so far. He's a top 10 wide receiver. Or borderline, or will be 8 to 14. He'll float around in that area. Next up for me, I don't like a lot of the other guys other than Waddle and then Marvin Jones, or Marvin Jones, Waddle, and then Renfrow after that. Past that, I'm not super pumped about those guys, to be honest. And a lot of people like Bateman right now. I'm just not super sold on him. I'm not feeling Bateman like everybody else, where I feel like it's, this league winning move. I just don't, I could live to regret that. Jason, Javonte Williams or Alex Collins. I think I got to that one. I said roll the dice with Javonte or go safe with Alex Collins. R. Smith says 16-team league. Here we go. This is different than these 8-teamers. This is double. This is double what you guys are going through with your 8-team leagues. Look at this. 3-2, 16-team. Josh Allen, Collins, Hunt. Look how thin it is. Much different looking. Collins, Hunt, Diggs, Emmanuel Sanders, Sutton. That's tough. And 16-teamers are tough. 14-teamers are tough. 16-teamers are brutal. Diggs, I don't trade because he's low. You've got a lot of bills going on here. So Allen's good for it though. Boyd, I probably trade Boyd high. See if somebody needs Lance, as a quarterback. Trade Boyd and Lance for like a Ridley. I mean, try and buy these guys like Ridley, Hopkins using. I don't even know how you could trade for Hopkins, bro. I mean, if a 16-teamer, I bet you people are hurting a quarterback. Like Lance could look really attractive. R. Smith, you might have to wait until Lance gets some value. Sutton and Hunt for Aaron Jones. Sutton and Collins for Gibson. Like, these are things that come to mind. Johnny, Goddard, Landry, and Logan Thomas are new free agents. Any must grabs. Goddard. I like Goddard. Landry is cut for a reason. He's not playing. Logan Thomas is banged up. I'm not too worried about him right now. Goddard feels like a 6 to 10 tight end. I go get Goddard. You got Ertz traded out of Philly. He's the lone tight end, the safety blanket for Hurts going forward. And Hurts loved using and utilizing both tight ends. He's going to lean on Goddard. Go get Goddard. That's a really good pickup. Smitty, Jamal Williams, or Cooks flex. Give me Jamal or Javonte Williams. If it's Jamal Williams, give me Cooks. If it's give me Cooks in both scenarios. PPR. As much as I want to say Javonte, my heart wants to say Javonte. You got to wait. 185 likes, 200 likes, and Smitty is heading for the chopper. So guys, punch that. Only 15 more likes, and I'm going to the pull-up bar, doing 20 pull-ups while I'm doing Arnold impersonations while I'm doing the pull-ups. Need running back 2 after trading Jones, Deontay for CMC and Jefferson. Aaron Jones and Deontay for Christian McCaffrey, Jefferson. Dylan, Pollard, or Lat Murray. Running back 1 is Henderson, and Saquon is out. Hill or Jefferson at wide receiver. I love that. Hill and Jefferson at wide receiver. So your pickups are Dylan, Pollard, or Lat Murray. Lat Murray could give you some touchdown production now, but so could Pollard, so could Dylan. I take Dylan and Pollard. I make sure I grab both of them and secure them on my team because they feel flex worthy in dire, desperate situations, and they both have win a league value. They could help you if they get in there. These are the kind of players that win you leagues. So definitely go looking for both those guys to add. Overcome, thank you for the super chat. Offered Gibby and Ridley for A-Rob and Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen. Or I'm sorry, Gibby, Ridley, and A-Rob. Gibby, Ridley, A-Rob. Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen. I like it. I like Keenan Allen and Ridley in a close sense. I like Ridley more, even though he struggled. But it's arguable. And so Aaron Jones over Gibby, A-Rob's not going to move that needle for me too much. I like Aaron Jones more. Give me the Aaron Jones, Keenan Allen side by quite a bit. I like it. Let's see here. Lewis. I got Lewis's question. I got Sprite's question. Mike Williams. I think we're caught up. Johnny, thank you for your super chat, Johnny. You guys rock. Next, what are we at likewise? We're at 190. 10 more likes, and I'm doing the pull-ups at the end of the show. Appreciate you guys getting us to 200. Terry, you're doing good work, bro. Terry's always doing good work. So is Silver Rapture. So are all my mods. If you're a mod, speak up. Roll call on the mods right now. Spritey says, trade Gibson for CD Lamb. Very close. Depends on if you need a running back or a wide receiver. You say pretty weak at wide receiver, so I would trade Gibson for Lamb. And it's kind of a safer way out of that Gibson situation. I do like Gibson. I do like buying low on Gibson, but I also much prefer getting out of that if you can as well. If you're a current Gibson owner, I like getting out of it. If I'm not a Gibson owner, I like buying low. It's like one of those weird dual angle, players in terms of value. Gronk or Goddard, rest of season. Give me Goddard. Gronk's hurt. I'm not trusting him right now. Very easy call. You got Ertz traded out of Philly. It's a simple call for me. Simple call. Austin.
Yo, what up, Smitty?
What up?
So I got Jonathan Taylor, Leonard Fournette, Kareem Hunt, and Dalvin Cook. This kid needs a running back, and he's got Tyreek Hill, Deebo Samuel, and DeAndre Hopkins. Who would you trade away from my running backs, and which receiver would you go after? What would you package up?
My
Yo, what up, Smitty?
mind, I can't retain it
So
all.
I got Jonathan Taylor, Leonard Fournette, Kareem Hunt, and Dalvin Cook. His kid needs a running back, and he's got Tyreek Hill, Debo Samuel, and DeAndre Hopkins. Who would you trade away from
Hunt.
my running backs, and which receiver would you go after?
Hunt.
Who would you package up?
Hunt. Get rid of Hunt. I love Hunt, but get rid of Hunt. He's starting this week. You'll probably do well this week. Get a Hopkins. Worst case scenario in that, you're getting a guy in Hopkins that even if Hunt continues to deliver, you're getting the guy doing the same thing at the wide receiver position. I'm not losing sleep over Kareem Hunt continuing to ball out if you're getting Hopkins. Not a big Debo guy. Would I trade JT for Hopkins? I mean, you've got the depth to do it, but I would much prefer you get rid of Hunt and give up more if you have to. But that's where I go for sure on that one. Let's go to the next voice message. Nick.
What's up, Smitty?
What's
I
up?
need help. Pick 2, PPR, RB2 in a flex, Khalil Herbert, Jacoby Myers, Devontae Booker, or Javonte Williams.
Herbert and Javonte, I think.
What's up,
Let me hear
Smitty?
it
I need
again.
help. Pick 2, PPR, RB2 in a flex, Khalil Herbert, Jacoby Myers, Devontae Booker, or
Herbert and Booker are safest. Herbert and Javonte are my favorite and higher risk, higher reward. So I'm going to go that avenue. A.J. Brown or Javonte Waddle and Michael Thomas. A.J. Brown or Javonte Waddle, Michael Thomas. Give me Javonte Waddle and Michael Thomas over A.J. Brown, Michael. I see you. I see you in the chat. Yeah, I do answer as many questions as I can. I'm trying. Thoughts on Allen Robinson? I'm buying low, but I'm not excited if I own him. I'm worried about what I paid, but I'm buying him low. Trade offer, CMC and Hopkins for Lamb, J-Rob, and Fournette. Give me CMC and Hopkins over Lamb. No. You have Chuba. Yeah, give me CMC and Hopkins, but that's arguable, JP. That's super arguable. You could argue that left and right. 196 likes, 4 more, and I'm doing the pull-ups at the end of the show. Allen Robinson, or no, is that Allen? Yeah, is that, maybe that's Keenan Allen. Keenan Allen or Claypool, who should you start? Keenan Allen. If it's Allen Robinson, it's probably Claypool. Josh with a super chat. Thank you, Josh. Gaskin or Lat Murray, Chenault or Tony. Give me Gaskin off of last week's upside. I know he hasn't been doing anything, but they threw 2 touchdown passes to him last week, meaning that they know what they got. Let's see if they continue on. Chenault or Tony. Tony's the higher risk, higher reward play. Chenault safer. Kind of pick your poison with that one. Rondo Moore is your only bench player. I think you're on the right course. Tony and Gaskin is what my knee-jerk instinct is. Boom says 199, then 200. Boom, we hit 200. Terry, take a bow. Everybody give Terry a round of applause for commanding the he's the bouncer of the show, making sure people on their way in the door, wiping their feet at the door. Terry, we couldn't hit 200 likes, I think, without you, pal. So appreciate all you do for the show. Let's go to the next question here. We got Grant.
Booker or Gaskin?
Booker or Gaskin? Give me Gaskin. 2 touchdowns last week. Again, I like the momentum. Tua's coming back, but I don't know what to expect. That kind of sucks because, we saw Brissett make the one vaulting Gaskin up, but I wonder if they're going to use Gaskin. Let's hear us get Booker. What's it, Booker?
Booker or Gaskin?
Booker's safer. Okay, I'm going to tell you that right now. Booker's safer. Start stretching. We're at 206. Get to the pull-up bar. Get down. Get up. Pull down. Do you wear shoes in your house? Yes or no? No. In my studio, why would I wear dirty shoes? I'm a germaphobe. Why would I wear dirty shoes in this nice carpeted facility we got built right here? Definitely going with no shoes. I mean, I would wear socks. I'm a sock guy by nature. Don't tell Miss Smitty this, but it's because of the cat. She's got a cat that, he's my step cat. And dude has hair all over, so I can't track hair in here on my socks. So I'm a sock guy by nature, but I don't roll with socks anymore. But yeah, that's how I roll. I go to work with socks on. I go to work with, I've been wearing this t-shirt all day. we're good. We're good. We'll take a shower after. Don't worry. I've done show after show, sweating it up. I need to take a break, take a shower, get ready for tomorrow. We got to go to the next one. No, we're good. We're good. We're good. Nathan, thoughts on Amari Cooper? I'm in a full PPR dynasty. Not sure if I should keep or what I should do. Thoughts on Amari Cooper in a full PPR dynasty? Not sure if. Vague question, Nathan. I love your super chat. I love that you're supporting the channel. I wish I could help you a little bit better. I'm glad that your question is not this long though. But would I trade him for a DK, Ridley, Lamb? Of course I would. Try Lamb right now. Diggs, Hopkins, all the usual suspects. DK, go try your best. Like you got, like now's the time. Diggs, Hopkins, DK with Geno. Now's the time to try and trade Cooper into something. And if Cooper goes off, maybe even a better time if you wait a little bit. Rob.
Hey, Smitty. We couldn't figure this one out earlier on text, but who should I flex? Herbert, Higgins, or Javonte? Half-point PPR.
Herbert, Higgins, Javonte. It's between Javonte and Herbert. I would like to know what you all think. Herbert or Javonte? This might also help Kid Kobe right here. Herbert or Zach Moss? I'm going to go Zach Moss in your scenario because I think he's safer each week as he stays healthy. Spotify. Yep, check out the Spotify show, everybody. Go to smitty1.com. Right behind me, the Spotify logo will pop right up. Follow. I'm dropping exclusive Spotify-only content on Spotify every single day, pretty much. So if you love this, none of this is changing on YouTube, but if you love this content, I got little short, hard-hitting exclusives on Spotify. I talk about one or two players or a situation or a rant. Spotify is the channel to go to for that stuff. And you go to smitty1.com, click on the Spotify logo. What was this question here?
Hey, Smitty. We couldn't figure this one out earlier on text, but who should I flex? Herbert, Higgins, or Javonte? Half-point PPR.
I got a lot of Herberts. We got one Williams. We got one Herbert. Herbert, Waddle, Javonte, Herbert. It seems like it's trending a little bit in the Herbert direction. So I'm going to go ahead and say Herbert does feel safer. I hope Javonte proves us all wrong, to be honest. No offense, Rob. But Herbert is the safer play. I just wonder when that breakout's going to happen. It's going to suck to watch it on your bench, but at the same time, I think Herbert will do enough that if Javonte does break out on your bench and he finally gets that run. Now, if Gordon's a scratch and right before kickoff or something, then put Javonte in right away. But if Javonte is sharing carries with Gordon, he's going to play. Herbert's safer, and even if Javonte does good, you're going to get enough that you're not going to feel sick to your stomach about it. Traded Eli Mitchell for Judy. I like that. I mean, it could go either way. Thoughts on Amari Cooper? Already got to that. Okay. Yep. That one is good to go. Thank you, Nathan, for that super chat. Thank you, Josh, for your super chat on the Gaskin, Lat Murray, Chenault. Moss or Sutton, give me Moss, honestly, but it could go either direction. Herbert or Booker, give me Herbert. Laviska or A-Rob. Laviska's safer, but I like Herbert. Allen Robinson is a higher risk but higher reward potential. Gordon is playing. We're not sure. As of right now, I'll pull up the news. Gordon was very questionable, but maybe trending in the direction of playing. So as it stands right now, he's questionable for week 6. Like previous 2 weeks, Gordon is limited in practice on Thursday and Friday and is expected to play despite being labeled a game time call. But he's a game time call, so he could have a setback. Nothing's like locked in. Like some of these reports sometimes are like he's questionable, fully expected to play. Sure, but setbacks happen. If you're injured, you could go out in warm-ups and get hurt. Tweak something. Something gets worse. You could tweak it very easily. So keep tabs on it. If Javonte's starting, boom. Mike P says, super chat, it's not working. Try a different card or make sure you don't have something on that's disabling it. Like maybe you're on a different device than normal that has the no in-app purchases turned on. You go to screen time restrictions, turn it on. Deep League, Daryl Mooney or Hunter Henry. Give me Mooney, pal. Give me Mooney. And Caleb, I appreciate you. Tony or Cooper. Give me Cooper for right now. Tony's got to prove it. You think Booker will have a good game? He's okay. He's going to be safe for like 8 to 10 points maybe. Fournette is a top 15 running back rest of the season. For right now, Nugent, I think it is definitely possible. And Michael will tell you so. He's in the chat, I think, right now. Yeah, I mean, Fournette has got the upside. He's got Tom Brady's ear. I believe he moved in. He's bunkmates with Antonio Brown in Tom Brady's house is what I'm guessing. Totally guessing. The ticker is clutch. Thank you. We'll be having that moving forward, I think, to help speak on some of the stuff that people would ask me about all game long. Nick Chubb out. What happens? I might be doing more fantasy predictions up here, too. So I'll do like a news... ... fantasy ... little advertisement. Go to the Spotify over at smitty1.com. I honestly like, can I do a little rant here? This is not like an advertisement. This is me ranting for a little bit, sure. But I mean, I don't really understand. Okay? Like, I appreciate everybody in here. We got 249, 217 likes, 246, 249. About 250. About 250 of you in here. You guys like the content, right? There's 250 of you in here. Okay? I'm not trying to like hammer this home or beat a dead horse, but I can tell that all of you are not watching the Spotify. I look at the analytics, and I know it's new. I know it just launched, but I don't understand why everyone's not flooding over there when it's extra content. Like, this Spotify stuff, the time I'm putting into the Spotify show is as much as the YouTube. Like, I'm cranking out content. I'm repurposing some of the YouTube stuff, like the Tuesday, Thursday show I brought over, the buy low, sell high I brought over. So there is, and you'll be able to tell, it have a Spotify logo. Here's the Spotify show. I'm not going to play the whole thing. I'm going to play the intro. This is the Spotify show I just dropped. Two players worth talking about right now, Mike Thomas and Deshaun Watson. They get brought up often. Mike Thomas might be coming back here soon. Is he available on waivers because he didn't have IR spots in your league? Whatever. The question is, should I pick him up, Smitty? Should I trade for him?
This is the Fantasy Football Show.
That show is fire. Okay, and no, I'm not trying to skip your question, sports sequence. There's so many, like, look at how many questions go through here. It's not anything on purpose. In fact, I'm going to go search for your question. I'm going to show you how much I don't do that. I just saw your question or your complaint here about it, and it's a valid complaint. I understand you guys don't know what I'm going through on this end of it. You don't know how many questions are rolling through my screen, what system or setup I have, how it looks on my end. I'm looking for your question, though. My guess, bro, I can't find your question. My guess is you're copying and pasting it in over and over, and that gets caught by the algorithm or the bot or whatever, and it gets pulled out as spam. So, sports, I'm looking for your question, and that's one reason I don't see it. If you guys paste it in the same every single time over and over, it will pull it out. Or if you put some verbiage in there that may tag it, but I don't see your question. I see one way up here. Hold on. I think this is it. Trade Jacoby Myers and Alex Collins for AJ Brown. Is that it? I assume that's it, sports. So it's not that I'm trying to ignore you, pal. There's just so much going on, and that's a good thing. I'm not complaining. I don't see everything. Smitty's working over here. Need to understand that, bro. Yeah, I'm sure he does. Let's hit it up real quick. Trade Jacoby and Myers and Alex Collins for AJ Brown in a heartbeat. I'm not worried about losing Myers or Collins. Collins is okay. Depends if you need him, but I'm doing that. I'm taking that gamble that AJ Brown's going to return to form. Easy peasy, bro. Easy peasy call. Just wanted this on record. Javonte will never be this cheap again. Breakout week 6. I love it. Happening in 14 hours. The Spotify show is dope, by the way. Johnny, you just made my night. Just seeing another person get amped up. And I got it twice on my screen here. To see another person amped up about Javonte gets me excited. I like it. Boneless or traditional? What do I look like? Traditional, pal. What is this boneless or traditional argument that anybody has? Like, do you know what, Alex? Do you know what a traditional wing is? The bone in? That is a wing. That is wings. Boneless wings aren't wings. They're chicken strips. And how is a boneless wing anything more than a chicken strip? It's like saying, do you like chicken strips or wings? I don't understand this question. I see it all the time. And the answer is there's only one wing. It has a freaking bone in it. And it's traditional wings is the answer. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Back to what I was saying about Spotify. My rant was, I understand you guys only have so much time. I get you're used to your app. You like YouTube. You don't like to venture away from it. I understand. I'm a user of consuming, TV shows, and I don't consume fantasy content because I can't. I do my own content. I don't have time to watch other people's content. I really don't. I don't watch anybody's content. I don't have time. I don't have time for anything. The spare time I have, I stream TV and movies, so I can try and get into your guys' head and say, okay, if I'm only on Netflix and Amazon Prime, I don't want to get this other Peacock app, which I did and I like it, but it makes it hard. It's hard. But when you branch out and you find this other app that has the same content you like, and you have Spotify in addition to YouTube, you're gonna love it. And I can tell a lot of you aren't watching it because of the early numbers I'm looking at. We're doing great, but I can tell it's not the same. We have so many people in here, 244 to 200 to 300 people in here, and the Spotify shows aren't getting the same volume. I promise you, you will love the Spotify video show. For those of you who don't know, it's a video show. It's not an audio show. So go to smitty1.com, click on the Spotify logo. That's the last thing I'm going to say about it tonight. And start watching my show. I'm going to be dropping an original Spotify only show every single day pretty much. Let me get them drums. This is how Silver, can I get an audio clip of that? Let me get them drumsticks. Processed chicken smear. I love Silver, bro. Let's see here. Mo Ali Cox or Dan Arnold. Give me Mo Ali Cox. He's doing pretty good. Silver, you get all the drumsticks you want. Belt buckle, respect. Let me get them drumsticks. All right, let's go to a couple more questions real quick. Rob, I appreciate you, Rob. Scott.
What's up, my man? Fucking Mr.
Whoa,
Hey,
Scott.
Dude,
Scott.
How's it going? Anyways, hey, Ray, what do you think about this trade, man? I got Travis Kelce, and I picked up Dalton Schultz. I'm in third place, 12-man league. I need some help at running back, so I traded away Kelce, and I got Darrell Henderson and Cordero Patterson. I did need some running back help. I have Najee Harris, Pollard, Chubb.
I like
Trey Sermon and Javonte Williams, but I did need some extreme help at, I believe, and my running back position.
I don't
Another funny.
I don't hate it, but I don't love it. Let's just put it that way. I mean, Kelce commands a little more, in my opinion, pal.
Funny one, man. I'm in this 12-man league I was talking about. I'm the commissioner. I traded away David Montgomery. Remember, I got Stephon Diggs. It's actually funny. I ended up picking up Damian Williams to this person that I traded Montgomery for. So he's giving me back Montgomery. I'm going to give him Damian Williams and Kenny Gainwell. What do you think?
I like
Mccaffery, Mixon, Javonte Williams.
I like that. I like that trade, pal. I like that trade. The first one I don't know about. I feel like you could have got a little bit more. I mean, you came in hot. And, you brought it. Appreciate the question. We're not really a family show anyway, but thank you, Silver. It's a late.
Hey, let me get them drumsticks. You can have them little chicken nuggets.
Get a little chicken nuggets. Hey, Smitty. And this isn't a knock on the question. Hey, Smitty. This is a knock on the question, not the person that asked the question. Who asked the question again? Drumsticks or I already forget. Not knocking the asker, but the question: drumsticks, traditional or boneless? This is my answer forever. When someone says, "Hey, you like traditional or boneless chicken strips?"
Hey, let me get them drumsticks. You can have them little chicken nuggets.
Those little chicken nuggets. You can have them little chicken nuggets. I'm going to get them drumsticks. You know what I want? Oh, let me call my boy. Over at Sonic. Let me see. I'm hungry. Pick up. We'll call him back. Peanut butter, Captain Crunch in the house. Silver tried to say chicken nuggies. Chicken nuggets. I don't like chicken strips for my wings. I don't know about you guys. Trade request: Josh Jacobs, Julio for Justin Jefferson. Give me Justin Jefferson. Take one victory lap, but after you take a lap for asking this question and not punching this already. Julio and Jacobs, what are they doing for you? Get Justin Jefferson on the squad, bro, and do it now. Take a double lap. One victory. Pat yourself on the back around the track. Trade advice, please. Hill, McLaurin, Deontay, Hollywood Brown, Rondell Moore, running back Mixon, Barkley. Every time I see Barkley, it's just a kick to the groin, bro. It's like, I feel bad. See, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Barkley, Christian McCaffrey. Everybody's hurt, Carson, Chubb. This is an injury-riddled season. Andrews, okay, trade advice. I'm going to say you got Hill, McLaurin, Deontay, really good. Hollywood Brown, you need to trade Hollywood Brown and a player. You need to trade maybe Barkley and Hollywood. Barkley and Deontay. Barkley and McLaurin. Get into an Aaron Jones. Try and get into an Aaron Jones this week. Maybe somebody does that. You give somebody a Deontay or a McLaurin with Barkley, they might give you Aaron Jones. The only way to get rid of Barkley is to do it 2-for-1. You give somebody they need, and then they can use now, like McLaurin. You give them Barkley, who they can wait on, and then they give you Aaron Jones. That's the kind of move that I would make. I would get out of that Barkley situation. 233 here, 226 likes. Appreciate the count. And I think we're all caught up on the Super Chats. Request. Okay, so we're going to do the pull-ups and get out of here. And then I'm going to, let's call my boy back, see if I can get, he's going to be like, why are you blowing my phone up? I'm be like, bro, I'm live. Like, I'm trying to get you on the line here. This is one of the biggest Cardinal fans. He's like my Cardinal correspondent that you're going to find. I'm going to try and order a special food item right now. Bro, I'm trying to call you live, bro. Apparently he doesn't watch the show. He doesn't know we're live right now. Hold on. Bro, are you still up there? I might want to come get an omelet. ... Exclamation point. Thumb up. It doesn't do that. What else do I want to tell him? Oh. I'm trying to call you live. Answer. Okay, so let's go over and do the pull-ups. I hope I don't destroy my whole setup here. There we go. Okay. Get a little fire cooking. This is for getting to 200 likes. Appreciate all of you. Arnold impression, 20 pull-ups. I have to get to all 20. If I got to take a break, I got to take a break. Here we go. Let's move the hats. Oh, here he is. What's up, pal? You're live on the Fantasy Football Show. Calls may be recorded. or restreamed?
What's up, Smitty?
What's up? Hey, are you still at the pop shop?
Just heading out, as a matter of fact.
Son of a! It's gonna come get a omelet.
Yeah, I didn't know. I had it all ready for you about 9. I thought you said not till next week.
Hey, tell me real quickly how do you like Zack Ertz in this offense? Is he gonna produce right away? I love it. I obviously love it. But what's he do for Kyler? How quickly is he going to come along? Will he get acclimated quickly? He's a veteran. Tell us about Zack Ertz. Give us your hardcore Cardinal assessment.
I like the move more for the Cardinals for just a regular football move as opposed to what it does for fantasy. Cardinals use their tight ends, to block a lot as well. So it's not like we're starving for playmakers. We got a lot of guys to spread the ball around to as it is. But yeah, he'll definitely step in, and the idea with that is to hopefully not miss a beat. The way Max Williams was playing for us. But yeah, fantasy wise, I think there's gonna be some people get a little more excited than what he's gonna do. He's not gonna take targets away from Hop. AJ Green, Rondell Moore, but he will be exciting in the red zone. He'll definitely give Kyler another target, inside the 10. So I mean, he'll definitely grab a couple scores. It'd be great, great to have somebody who fills right in when we were rocking and rolling with Max Williams. So they're going all in on it. So don't want to miss it.
Bro, are you, as part of you, like, you're the biggest Cardinal fan I know, are you totally optimistic, or are you part of you like, when's the rug gonna be pulled out from under, or are you feeling different? Are you feeling like this is different than last year where there was a lot of upside and then there's a lot of downside? Like, what is your thoughts on, like, us continuing to be the top team in the league, really?
Yeah, no, I'm totally optimistic, still excited. I think it's all been just growth. I think it's been continuous from where we were from last year. I think this is just, continued maturity, continued, continuity between the entire group. So, no, I'm not anticipating, us just fall off like we did last year. Now, we still got to show up and play football. This is going to be a tough week. We have a number of guys out, coaching out. So we definitely have our hands, but
Kingsbury being out sucks, but the Browns are banged up too. Baker, Landry's out. Like, this is Chubb's out. It's a very banged up Browns team too. So I feel like they're more banged up than we are. So
there's no reason why we still couldn't go into Cleveland and get a win, but. I'd like to still see us come out there and compete. I don't want us to come out there and lay an egg and look like we just conceded the game before we even showed up in Cleveland. So, so I don't think there's any reason why we can't compete with the Browns even in Cleveland.
I'm going to hang up on them if the answer is negative on this.
And I think they mentioned one of the special teams coach, I don't know what his name is, but with head coaching, duty. So Vance has been there before. It's nice to have somebody, your defensive coordinator who can keep the guys together. So no, I'm not worried about this week's game. But then again, it's not, we weren't shooting for an undefeated season at the beginning of the year.
Hey, last question. I'll let you go. DeAndre Hopkins, one of my favorite buy lows heading into week 6 on. I feel like this is the time to buy. The window is gonna close on DeAndre Hopkins. He was on fire at the beginning of the year. He's been banged up, been shadowed, had some, just some game scripting that just didn't go his way. Like, I feel like he's set up to have a bounce back on a tear. Do you feel like I'm off base there? Do you think that this offense is going to just keep him from having a top 5 wide receiver season? Or do you think that it's just been the accumulation of different things mixed with him being banged up that has made him look like he's potentially going to have this up and down year, but he's going to go on a tear here? Kyler loves him, and Hopkins catches the ball when his quarterback's outside of the pocket than any other wide receiver in the league, and Kyler throws outside of the pocket, more than most quarterbacks in the league. So I feel like it's going to happen. Like the explosion's going to happen. I'm buying Hopkins at every turn. What do you think?
I'm by no means am down on Hopkins at all. I still think he's going to have every opportunity to come out and, put up 20, 25 fantasy points in a game, I guess, depending on form. Big points anyways. But it's still going to be one of those things to where I don't know that I think of Hunt quite like I did last year, but not for anything, not because he's banged up or anything he's doing wrong, but probably just because of the growth and development of Kyler Murray. Namely, because everything we griped about last year is the opposite kind of what we're griping about this year. Last year, it was like he couldn't get past his first read, which was Hopkins, before he took off and ran. This year, he's doing everything excellent. He's going to read 2, 3, 4. He's got something like 6 different receivers.
They do have a lot of options, but here's where I'm thinking that people aren't reading between the lines, man. It's like 8 targets, 4 targets, 6 targets, 7 targets, 9 targets. Dude's getting plenty of targets. 6 receptions, 4, 3, 4. So that 4, 3, 4 is where people are feeling a little bit like he's vulnerable. Back to 6 receptions last week, 9 targets. The dude has had either a touchdown or at least 80 yards in 3 of his 5 games. And in weeks 1 and 2, he had 2 touchdowns and then 1 touchdown. Like, I agree
with you. On any given week, he can have one of those games. It's just going to be tough. I mean, if you're obviously going to start Hop every week, there's not going to be any matchups you play with him in that. But he is susceptible to that game where he's only going to get you 8, 9 points just because he did his part. Maybe he got 7 catches, put up a 85-yard stat line, stayed out of the end zone. So one of those games is going to be like 10 points, 8 points. And that's there, but that could be still a solid performance by the Cardinals. Kyler could have had a great game, distribute the ball over. Cardinals won, and it's not like anything's going wrong in Arizona. It's just we got better than we were last year, and Kyler's got more opportunity to move the ball around.
Here's the great thing, though. He's on pace right now during his kind of up and down season that people are worried about. Let's see, 23 targets divided by 5 times 17. Math. Let's see. What was it? 23 divided by 5 times.
Yeah, like 12 targets a game, something like that,
so,
or whatever you get that.
Yeah. So hold on. 23 divided by 5 times 17 games. That's like 80 receptions. So he's down on receptions. Yeah. That's where we wanted to get more than 80 receptions. But he's on pace for like 13 to 1,400 yards and probably, I would guess, that's about 13 to 14 TDs. Right?
Yeah, I mean, I can see him
that's slumping.
He's not going to push the upper numbers where you're expecting him to have 150 a game, 120 yards a game, and a score every single time. There's just going to be those couple games that pop up where it's going to be like, but it's nothing to do with Hop. It's just like I said.
Yeah, but I'm a fantasy channel.
It's a good problem to have for us Cardinals fans. We got no problem with it. But then again, if you got Hop on your fantasy team, then yeah, I get the occasional frustration.
Yeah, well, I think that in his worst case scenario, he's going to get you what he's on pace for right now, which is about 14 touchdowns pace and about 1,350 yardage and about 80 receptions. That is his floor while he's slumping, while he's having bad games, and I'll take that all day long. I think he's going to have more consistency moving forward. I bet you from here on out, if you extrapolated his week 6 contest to week 18, if you extrapolate that out, I bet you it's going to be more along the lines of 90 receptions, 1,450, and still about 14 to 15 TDs. The TDs are there. He's not doing bad on the touchdown category.
Well, it's good that the Cardinals, are scoring. We're putting up points at 30 plus a game. We're scoring with the best in the league right now. So yeah, definitely opportunity for him to get there. I think obviously you might be selling the floor a little high. I think 14 touchdowns for his floor might be a little.
Is he talking back to me on my own show?
But definitely within reach. I could see the next 12 games maybe he gets 6 to 8 scores on the low. But then again, he had no reason why he couldn't have a score a game. But yeah, it's just gonna have to be if his number gets called. There'll be a lot to do with Kyler.
Hey, do you remember the bet we made? I think this was like 15 to 17 years ago, where I've told this story before, but this is a longtime buddy, Yarko. He bet me $50 on the year. This is like 17 years ago or something like that, maybe even 20 years ago. He bet me on the season in fantasy. It came down to one player. I don't know what year it was. It had to have been like 1999 or 2000 or something. But literally it came down to one player, Janikowski, right? He was your kicker. And literally I think I was up by 0.5. He literally had Janikowski going. We had a $50 bet on the year. 50 or $100 on the year. And he said, I'll give you... No, it was $100. We bet $100. You said, if you pay me $50 right now, I'll take $50. I'm up 0.5. He's got Janikowski to go, and that's it. And the odds of Janikowski getting at least an extra point were astronomically high. I paid this man $50. Held to a goose egg. Janikowski didn't kick an extra point. Janikowski didn't do anything. Didn't score a point. I ended up beating him, and I paid him $50.
Yeah, that was
Was that
one of my fondest moments.
Was that the highlight of the first half of your life?
Probably. And then taking another. I think we got 20 on this year. I think taking 20 from you this year will be.
Yeah. That's not gonna happen. That's not gonna happen. Okay. All right. Thank you. Appreciate you, pal.
All right, you got us ready.
Later. I want that omelet next time. Later.
Anytime you come by.
All right. Later.
All right, man.
All right. On the pull-ups and then out of here. Here we go. That was funny though. It's a great story. Okay, here we go. Get to the chopper. 2, 3, 4, 5. Get down. Get up. 7. Is that 6? 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I'm out of shape. This is it. This is my embarrassing. Can't even do 12 pull-ups anymore. I used to be able to do 30. I can only do 10 right now. Get to the chopper. 1, 2, 3. Arms are giving out. 4. Get down. Get up. Fatigue's coming in. Fatigue setting in. Shake it out. Get down. What am I at? 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I need 6 more. Starting Josh Gordon this week. I don't know about that. Half reps, no bueno. Wider grip. Let's go with the wider grip. You get down. No! Bro, my arms are already shot. You guys are going to see me. Look at, here's the before. You guys are going to see me get ripped. On Halloween night, Smitty's going to be swole. It all starts now. Smitty's going to be swole. This is not ripped, Smitty. We can't do the... I'll do this grip. 1. Yeah, we can't do an omelet. I have not earned an omelet tonight. There's no excuse for eating again tonight. After this. Get 5. We need 5 more. Get down. don't know. I think I'm spent. I don't know if I can get the 5 up. Do I do the chair move? do I get the chair? Take a nap. Get down. You can make fun of me all you want. But on Halloween night, I'll be pumped up. Get down. 5 more. 1. Get down. 2. 3. 2 more. I would have said I could do 50. Like taking breaks, I would have been a cocky fashion. Been like, bro, I can do 10. I did do 10. I can do 10 in one sitting. I'll do 8. Let's say I drop off to 6. No, I'm spent. I can barely move my arms. I'm at 18. Oh man, to stretch these out. I need 2 more. 2 more. 232 legs. You got this. Okay. I'm telling you, Halloween night, you're laughing now. Halloween night, these are going to be cannons. Oh, 2 more. 1. Get down. 2. Boy, that was rough. That was rough. I'm a little disappointed in myself. I mean, 20? It was that tough to do 20 pull-ups? What's wrong with me? Wanting to go get an extra omelet tonight. Like I've got the flexibility and I don't know, advantage with my workout routine, right? I'm running a lot, but I need to do more lifting and pull-ups. To struggle that bad, I mean, this just looks like it's big, but there's no definition there. I literally have to draw like a line to get any kind of definition whatsoever on that cannon right there. Look at that cannon. It's gonna get there. We're gonna sculpt this. By Halloween night, gonna be ripped. Silver. I'm gonna give Silver a run for his money on getting in my studio as he bounces people out. All right, I'm out of here. Terry's gonna lift with me. Who's with me? We're gonna do a marker. Where's the markers? We're gonna do. We're going to do a marker count right here, okay? What's today's date? The 16th? So, 17th, 18th, 19th, 20th, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. We're literally going to mark off these days starting tomorrow. We won't even count today. Starting tomorrow, all of us are working out. And we're going to check off these days on the live stream. And if I don't go live, we'll check off the day prior to make sure we're holding Smitty accountable. We'll use a different color marker. We're going to mark off the days to make sure your boy Smitty is not just running, but also lifting weights, eating well, which is once a day for me. Cutting back on the good old soda pop. Not all the way. You see me drinking a soda. I don't want to hear it. Smitty, while you're drinking a soda, just cut back. Cut it in half. I don't need soda all day long. Soda during my meals. Maybe one right now just to say goodbye to the late night sodas. Run, workout, burpees, and water. I got to drink more water. If I do that, all those in one day, I check it off. If I don't, I can't check it off. And it's a big take a lap for me. All right, I'm out of here, everybody. Who's joining me with the workout program, you can let me know in the comments. When I'm done with this, ask me a question in the comments. If I didn't get to your question, the YouTube channel starts off with 0 comments. I will answer every question I can within the next 24 hours. So please go to the comments and ask a question. Also, let me know if you're in on the workout program from here to Halloween night. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, 15 days. Exactly 15 days we all have to get in shape. We can do it. Who's with me? Tell me in the comments. Let's go. Appreciate you. Good luck tomorrow. I'll be live on Instagram the whole hour, the whole 1 hour leading into morning game kickoff. And don't forget, if you want to be on my 2 video calls, my 2 Zoom calls, but they're on Discord, go to the main YouTube channel, my channel, and click the blue join button and join us for those video calls. Good luck tomorrow, everybody. Thank you for the super chats. Peace out.